woke up, couple bodies from the club dealing with this hangover. God damn.
Hey, over there. Over yonder. Black people. I really, really like that song that you're making. You mind if I take it for myself and make hundreds of millions of dollars off of it? No? Well, I'm going to do it anyway. Name that movie.
Elvis.
Yeah, give it to yourself, man. Turtle always coming through. Did you see the Elvis movie yet?
Give it up for Elvis. Give it up for him. Yes. Yeah, with Austin Butler?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
I liked it. Mm-hmm. You saw it?
I did not see it yet.
Tom Hanks.
I haven't heard enough about it to make me want to go see it.
It's one of
My
those.
grandma was a big Elvis fan, so I don't, I know a lot about Elvis, but I didn't really want to, do too much.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well,
I think it'll make me emotional. I don't know. It's like my grandma was a big Elvis head, so I don't want to
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it was.
I don't put myself through that right now.
It was definitely dope. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was one of those movies that like they did such a good job on it, but for some reason they don't really talk about it. So it was definitely strange. And then the only thing about it is I definitely think it's exaggerated, just because like I don't care what you tell me. Like I completely understand that of his time he was, I mean to this day iconic.
Right?
But I refuse to believe that he got on stage with a guitar. I want you to hold my hand. And women started nutting on themselves. You're not going to tell me that happened.
Yeah, that
I can't
happened.
believe
I mean,
it. I can't.
My grandma used to swoon over Elvis.
Right. Like nobody was doing
Like you gotta think
anything
about
like
it.
he
The,
did.
the
Right.
Fonz was fucking making hoes melt over, going A. You know what I'm saying?
Not just going A, he would also go, and a jukebox would work. Welcome, everybody, to the Hangover Podcast. I'm your host, Trey, a.k.a. Walter White, a.k.a. It has been a very, very busy week for me, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking strange. Sitting across from me, as always, is Takeoff Music's very own TRTL. Sitting to my left is the beautiful, the illustrious, the baby mama brings the drama all the way to your mama.
And has no commas.
And has no condoms.
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 She don't need condoms. We have a baby. She's currently making us a drink live on the air. Miss Nikki P. And then joining us again for an unprecedented fourth time. He's not eating any peppers today that we know of, unless he acts an asshole.
Hey, you got some peppers? I'm down.
I might have some peppers. What, baby?
You an asshole.
Mr. Sean Milligan.
Mon Schmilligan.
The best guitarist in the city. I'll stand by it.
Not.
Okay, fine. You suck. Whatever. All right. All I do is treat him like shit, and I'm mean to him. And then when I do actually compliment him, he's
Every
like,
time I would play my guitar, you'd be like, "Stop doing that."
not true.
Very true.
No, I loved you playing your guitar. Every time you would rap, I'd say, please stop doing that.
About to say it was a phase.
Even your singing, your voice ain't all the way there. But your guitar skills are on point.
Yeah.
I would hire Sean as a backup singer.
Speaking of music, Turtles had a great week.
Yes,
Hell
I
yeah.
have. You hear me?
Give it to
Good
yourself.
shit, bro.
Give it to yourself.
Good shit.
And do you know how he told everybody about his new music? He made a post. He made a post. Oh, God. Oh, shit. But congratulations, man. That's so
Great,
dope
bro.
that you're doing such a great job, bro.
2 very dope songs to start off with.
Yeah,
you, bro.
out the gate. But wait, did y'all ever see that movie Red Dragon with Hannibal?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sean, take my hand. Sean, take my hand. You know I'm going to bring you somewhere with this.
It's a weird segue.
You know I'm going to bring you somewhere with this. Just take my hand. Have you ever seen Red Dragon with Hannibal?
No.
Do you know what Hannibal did in that movie? He
no.
ate his nose. He ate his nose.
That shit gets stuck in your head.
It do.
Yes, it does.
But I'm actually, no, in all seriousness, I'm actually very proud of Turtle.
Appreciate it.
Very proud, man. That was some great shit. I'm so proud of Turtle, actually. I'm actually so proud of Turtle that
Oh, man.
This nigga.
What's he doing?
I made him toast. I made him toast.
How old is that toast?
I just made it. It's first toast. Can somebody give him his toast?
I wonder how long it took him to put together the bit.
Holy shit.
Shit, my pipe.
There's no butter. I was trying to butter it, but then I was like, wait, we gotta hurry because Nicole's gonna be pissed if she gets here and we hadn't started the show.
Dry as motherfucking toast.
Oh, man.
I can just imagine you just in the room, just like.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then I had one more, but it wasn't gonna fit. All right, cut it, edit it, move it away. Cause it's Thanos. Yeah, it's Thanos. Oh shit! But all right, that's all I got. Congratulations, Toto. That's fucking awesome, man. You did a great job.
Thank you, dog.
Say
Thank you.
word that you're when you release release album.
I'm gonna aim for mid-April. Just the way that when you put out the project through the distributor, they have to take time to get it to everybody. So actually, when I initially released the tracks and was telling everybody, "Hey, it's out," it was only out on Apple Music and like Amazon Music, Spotify. I had another 24 hours with Spotify. And I didn't
Gotcha.
know.
Damn.
They notified me though once it dropped, and I was like, "Oh fuck! All right, well." now
it's here.
get it. So like the next day, that's when I had like a couple hundred streams on it because I was looking at it. I was like, well, shit say 0, and niggas is telling me they're listening to
Right.
it. So I don't know where they're listening to it at, but thanks.
Do you like looking at your numbers?
I like to know where it's going at. You know what I'm saying? Where as far as projection, like at what it took, what did it do off the ground type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did it do for, when it first was dropped?
Yeah.
I like to know, you know what I'm saying, who did what where. And honestly, it did. I don't want to say hindered myself on the YouTube aspect by posting the little mini clips because people were just watching the mini clips and was like, oh, yeah, it was great.
And then moving on.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Not actually giving you a stream.
Right, exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. But then the next day, that's when it started rolling over and people were actually like going back and listening to the song.
Gotcha.
So it caught up with itself. I'm saying that like 700 and something on YouTube.
Good shit.
So it's not, it's not extreme, but it's good. It's good
Yeah,
for a first week, in my
the
opinion.
the only numbers I pay attention to right now are TikTok.
I feel that.
Everything else, I'm like, if it moves, it moves. Like, usually our podcast numbers, like streaming wise, do pretty well. Like, I mean, not enough that we can all take a vacation, but it's they're still doing pretty good. It's just for some reason now, like, I feel like all the kids of TikTok will make fun of me if I don't do decent numbers. So like, I'll post some shit, and like me and Nicole been trying to break the algorithm. So like, I'll be posting some shit. 6 hours will go by. It's got 8 views and 1 like or no likes, and I'm like, delete. Wait until 8:42 p.m. post. By the next morning, it's got 2,000 views, 185 likes, or 200 or 300 likes, and it's like, okay, all right, I did good. I did good.
Right.
Guys, we did good.
Right.
But yeah, everything else I don't really care about. Like the YouTube, I remember like the YouTube. Somebody mentioned like, yeah, your YouTube numbers aren't that great. I'm like, because people listen to us. They're not really watching us.
Right.
The furthest that it'll go is like if I'll be like, yeah, and I looked at them and I was like. Then people will go on YouTube and go find that moment and go watch that.
You want me to tell you why we don't have a big YouTube presence?
Tell me.
We don't have a big black audience. Black people are more prone
it's
to
free.
watch. That too.
Okay.
But that's probably why they're more prone to watch because it's free.
Well, I also had a weird week, to say the least. Cat's out of the bag. Some people saw it. Some people didn't. Some people noticed. Some people didn't. I was on American Idol this week, guys.
My son sang fucking Boosie.
No, he didn't. He should have. That was the issue. But there was an episode, I forgot how far back it was, but like Turtle called me Bird Boy. And there was, and I was like, But it's funny because, so I still can't, I can't say it. We can't talk about it. But because I don't talk about my job on the show.
Pussy.
Yeah, because I don't want to say something and then one of y'all motherfuckers call. But yeah, so they had the American Idol auditions, at the place that I work, and yeah, like the actual auditions with the judges and well, I mean, it is what it is. It's on TV. So from there, but how it happened was I'm running around like doing stuff for work, and then I get a call from my boss, and he's like, "Hey, come see me in my office." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, what I do now?" He really eating that toast too. That's why I made it. I made him toast. I made him toast. But yeah, so then I go down and I'm like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And he's like, "All right, come with me." Like he's not saying a word. We go up there and he brings me up to the pool. I'm like, he's gonna fucking drown me. Awesome. And he brings me into like the little area and like he picks up like the biggest net we have and he hands it to me. And I'm like, great. Like I did something. I'm gonna have to clean the fucking pool. Like my mind's just going all over the place. And he's like, come with me. And I knew that they were recording American Idol, so I get there and I fucking go downstairs, and there's security everywhere. Like you couldn't get on that floor without going through 5 metal detectors. Like it was wild. So we go through, and now I'm just kind of like, all right, can anybody let me know what's going on right now? Because I know I'm not supposed to be here. Like they've made it very clear they do not want any of us on this floor. Well, my boss finally looks at me and goes, all right, a bird got into the judge's room. We need you to get it. And I was like, why do I get signed up for this shit? And he was like, because you're the only one that I knew would do it with bells on. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And so now I'm standing there, and like a few minutes go by, and they're basically like a producer comes up to me, and she's like, all right, so look, we have an audition going on right now. As soon as the audition's over, the person who's auditioning is going to leave, and we're going to clear the room, get everybody out of there, and then you're going to go in with your net, and you're going to catch the bird, and then you're going to leave. I'm like, okay, cool. So waiting, and then finally I hear some people talking, and they're just like, hey, Scott, would you mind signing a release? And I'm like, for what? And they're like, so if we record any of this, we might put it on the episode. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I signed all the paperwork, and then, all right, the audition's over. We're just waiting to get everybody out of the room before we send you in. I'm like, okay, cool. And then, all right, Scott, the room's clear, all empty. Go on in. I open the door, and then I hear the door slam behind me. So I turn around real quick, and I'm like, the fuck? And then I look up, and I'm staring into the eyes of Katy fucking Perry.
Thought it came. Right
Almost.
There. Right there.
I almost came when I looked in Luke Bryan's eyes. That's for goddamn sure. And then I looked over, Lionel Richie staring at me, and I'm like, oh no.
I'm about to tell you something.
He was about to. And then I just hear Katy Perry go, and I'm like, oh, what? And then she goes, are you the next contestant? And I'm like, in my brain, all I'm hearing is, and I'm like, yes, I am. And then I see one of the producers behind the camera going, fucking stop it. And I'm like, no, I'm just here to catch the bird. I'm just here to catch the bird. So I go over there and I fail miserably at trying to catch this bird, and just moving or just swinging. I'm trying not to kill it on camera because they were like, please don't kill the bird on national television. So I finally they're just like, okay, we got to keep the show going. Like, thank you for trying, but we'll get it later. And they just kind of let me go. What was weird was at one point, Katy Perry, Lionel Richie went up and did something. Luke Bryan didn't fucking look at me once. Like,
they don't give a shit.
Yeah, he's like in his own fucking. He's like, all right, I just do this and then I go home. Okay, I don't
just
got
catch
time.
the fucking bird. I'm good.
Catch the fucking bird. Get the fuck out.
Fucking idiot.
No, I'm just kidding. He's probably a great guy. I didn't talk to him, but he's probably a great guy.
You don't give a fuck.
But yeah, Lionel Richie even looked at me at one point, because I was like, no, I'm just here to catch the bird. And Lionel Richie points at the thing. He's like, hey, if you've ever wanted a moment, it's right here.
Right.
And in my head, Boosie set it off, goes off in my head. I thought about it. If that producer wouldn't have cut me off, I was actually thinking about the song "I Miss You" by Blink-182. And I was just going to go out there and just hold the net and just be like, where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I had the whole bit planned out. Come on, America.
You had your moment,
Yeah,
bro.
really.
You could have
I could have done it.
Tonight will be the night
And I
that
will fall for you.
over again.
Don't make me change my mind. Okay. But yeah, at one
True.
swear is true. But but Katy Perry spins around in her seat at one point, like aggressively spins around in her fucking seat, and she looks at me and she goes, "How young are you?" Which, for the record, Miss Katy Perry, thank you for like showing your like what do they call that? Not progression. How advanced she is in a way, because you're not calling people old.
Right.
How young are you? How young are you? Like it just rolled off the tongue. She's been media trained.
She's probably a cougar. That's why she wanted to round. You know.
First of all, if you look at me, I just ooze sex appeal, sir. Okay,
Nah,
man.
you just look like that girl she kissed that one time.
First of all, she used to fuck Travis McCoy. Anybody that fucks Travis McCoy, I feel like I have a chance with.
Damn.
But she turns around and like, talented fucking dude, ugly as sin. I'm sorry. But he turns around and look. Are you about to Google who that is? but she turns around and looks at me and goes,
That
"How
nigga
young?"
that wants to be the millionaire is so fucking bad.
So fucking bad.
Buy all the things he never had.
Hey,
I know the song.
Failed
I just-
miserably.
hey, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. I'm gonna pop 4 and finish this 40 because life's boring. But she looks at me and she goes, "How young are you?" And I go,
Bae.
and I go, 31. And she goes, "Oh." And then spins back around in the chair.
Not young enough.
Nothing. Like, she gives me nothing. Just
I
like,
thought he was 25.
I thought he was 19. I don't know what Katy Perry's into. Maybe I'm too young. Maybe I'm too old. I don't
Maybe
know.
she's got that fucking Leo standard.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Come on.
the
Nikki
reason
like shit. I'd
the
fucking
reason I googled him is because I recall him not being bad looking.
now that you think
I
about
would
it.
absolutely fuck.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Look at that face. Look how cute
Guys,
he is.
look at that face. Come on, man.
It's
He
because he's light
is
skinned.
adorable. Yes.
I was about to say that.
We
Light
kind of
skin.
get the, you know.
But wait,
Look, there's a light skin.
Don't do that.
so
Yeah.
the reason I brought that up
Absolutely.
was also because the episode aired this week. So on Monday, I got a couple phone calls, not a lot, because it ended up all of that I just told y'all got boiled down to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So I mean,
And you were
We
wearing a
seen the
mask.
clip.
and I was wearing a mask, but it's episodes like I think they call it 601,
Yeah.
601 or whatever. It's the one that just dropped this past Monday. It's literally if you fast forward to exactly the last 10 minutes of the show, you watch it from there. I come in, and what was even funnier was so I hop on Twitter because I'm like, this is my 15 minutes. I'm gonna hop on Twitter. I know America watches American Idol. They're gonna be
Right.
talking about it. Maybe somebody noticed the bird. Maybe the bird's a big deal. Let's check Twitter.
No.
It was.
Oh.
But for the wrong reason. So apparently, the person that was singing when the bird first came in, the person that was auditioning, he also had a bird with him on his shoulder.
Right.
But because another bird came in, the judges were distracted. So this, according to one tweet that I read, it was this young man is on American Idol. He finally made it, and he is singing his heart out in front of these judges, and they're ignoring him for a fucking bird. And I was like, I will see my way out. I'm not going to be the dude who's like, oh, so it's your fucking fault because you didn't catch the fucking bird. And I'm like, all right, got to go. Bye. But then from there, once again, it all starts with a call from your boss. I'm trying to find somewhere to take a nap at work, and Nicole's like, you're gonna get fucking fired. But yeah, I'm doing something at work.
Calling Scott every 15 minutes on the radio. Hey, nigga, wake up.
And he calls me. He's like, "Hey, what you doing?" I'm like, "I'm in my closet, if you will. I'm putting away all my tools." And he was like, "All right, I'm coming up there to meet you." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, tools."
Picking up his closet.
So I go in there and I start like just going through my shit. And he walks in and he's just kind of looking around. Like your boss just comes into your space and just starts asking a bunch of questions. And you're just like, "Sir, can you leave me alone?"
Oh, God.
It's like, "Oh wait, why is this here?" Like, because this is my room. Like that's where I like it to be. Can you please? And then finally he goes, but yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. We need you to go downstairs whenever you get a chance. You got to go get fitted for a tuxedo. And I was like, poor K. Because I don't exactly wear a tuxedo at work. It's a fancy place. But not one that calls for a tux. And he was just like, yeah, we need you to go down. Why? And he's like, because poor K. And he's like, because we have a photo shoot going on downstairs at the bar where they have this really big chandelier. He's like, and we need you to go down there and pose and pretend that you're cleaning it so we can get some good pictures. And I was like, I'll do that any fucking day of the week. Let's do it. And then halfway there, we get a call the other day. I think it was Monday. We basically get the call. It's like, oh, yeah, so they're not just coming to take pictures, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. It was a fun idea. And they were like, no, you don't understand. The news is coming. And I'm like, the what? Poor K.
I don't get paid
you out
enough for
there
this
standing
shit.
like Jeffrey from the Fresh Prince.
So now they have this chandelier with 15,000 crystals. And they're like, all right, Scott, go on up. I'm going to tell you two things Scott, believe it or not, does not do well with. I'm not scared of heights. I just don't do great with heights, like if that makes sense. Like I can be really high up and it's not that big of a deal, but when you can find me in a tiny little genie lift that shakes when you move, I don't like that. Daddy don't like that.
Nigga was up there sweating like a motherfucker disarming a bomb.
What? And I also don't do well with I'm already scared and now there's a camera on me.
Right.
I don't get paid enough
Now
for this
I
I don't
shit.
get paid enough for this bullshit, dog. I don't get paid enough.
Ultra can't fuck up.
Yeah, right. And then they're like, hey, also, one of my coworkers, he actually brought the lift to the front door. And like they were doing like other little interviews and like just like, they're making it look good.
Right.
And they were just like, okay, so where's the lift at? And I'm like, oh, it's right outside with my coworker. And he was like, all right, are y'all about to drive it in? And I'm like, yeah, he said he's going to drive it in right now. And the guy goes, no. His exact words, you're the star. You got to drive it in. I'm like, bro, I don't know how to drive this thing. And it's not just like a straight shot. You got to go in and maneuver your way around like these walls that are not actually walls, like they're standing there. So if you hit them, they're falling.
Right.
And potted plants and like people sitting at tables and like I'm like, please don't do this to me.
You know what? I'm not that guy. Like
I'm not that dude. Like I'm taking the fucking bow tie off and shit. I'm just not that guy. And I normally wouldn't tell this story, but it's gonna be on the fucking news. It was on American Idol. I'm like, let me just get ahead of it. But I'm standing there and I go up and I'm just cleaning these crystals and like I'm not gonna say all of it because then it won't be as much fun when it actually comes out. But they made your boy talk news talk, otherwise known as commercial banter. We're not actually having a conversation. We're saying witty things, one-liners.
oh man.
But coming from me, a shockingly Caucasian white man, it just was sounding horrible.
Shockingly Caucasian.
Shockingly Caucasian.
And it's sounding shockingly horrible.
Oh my God. Nicole got to hear all of them. They were fun.
It's fantastic.
But
I look forward to seeing it in actual
One of my
person.
favorites, I'll give you this one and only this one because I want y'all to be able to hear the cringe that I will give y'all. And this isn't necessarily towards the guy did. I think his name was Bill Wood. Great fucking guy, like really nice dude. He was so much fun to hang out with. But we have this moment where he like looks up and he's looking at the chandelier because the chandelier's fucking huge, and he's just like, "Man, this chandelier is a tall drink of water." Because he's old. He says stuff like that. Shout out, Will. But he's looking up and he's like, man, this chandelier is a tall drink of water. And then he goes, and then like after some going back and forth to just perfect, because you're going to be on the news. It's one shot. They're like, it's not live. So they're just like, all right, let's make sure we're saying it all correctly, one shot and call it. So it turns into, man, Scott, this chandelier sure is a tall drink of water. And I stop polishing for a second and look at him and go, I haven't even said the joke yet, Sean. And I look over at him and I go, a tall drink of water. Well, since we're at a bar, Why don't we call it a tall flute of champagne?
Boo this man.
Correct, Turtle.
Oh,
Boo.
man.
Boo indeed.
Fuck.
So
That's gonna be great.
and that was just one. That was just one. It's filled with those beautiful little anecdotes.
Keep giving them to me.
No. You're gonna have to watch it yourself.
We're gonna make that nigga a gift reel.
Absolutely.
So, needless to say, I actually did get nominated for Employee of the Month. So if I don't win this shit, I don't know what the fuck it takes.
At least a raise. Something.
At this point, man, I'm not getting paid enough for this shit.
Like I'm him. Like give me my
Clearly, I'm him.
Y'all got me doing everything.
And then y'all heard the rap I did last week. Let me add that into the mix. I could do
Resume thick, son.
what? Bar you to death if you don't give me that raise. Oh shit, Nikki P, what are we drinking?
Crank that Treezy up.
We are drinking.
Treezy up.
which is very good, by the way.
Really?
Delicious.
You like
I'm
it?
enjoying it.
Turtle, I would make you one, but
You already got a full glass.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So we are drinking. It is called a Southern Belle Bourbon. So we are currently doing some floor work.
Piggy.
Anyway. And so we had to move our bar. So now it's actually conveniently right behind us,
Yeah.
which is, I think, a fantastic place for it to stay.
This is the week that Joe decides to take off, and we actually have the bar literally behind him.
Easily accessible.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
can just
All the times that Nikki
You missed
tells
out,
him
Joe.
no, he can't have any liquor. It's just
Correct.
now it's
right
sitting
there.
directly behind him.
Correct.
But
So
She's paying
actually,
attention to her phone.
I
Nikki just-
retract that statement because
We're gonna have to move
We're
it.
gonna have to move it because Joe will absolutely. But I downloaded an app, which they exist, and I've done it before. But I was like,
Yes,
Scott, we have so much shit on top of this bar. Let me just plug in what we have, and it'll tell us what cocktails we
And
can
she
make
says
with it.
that, but that's not it. Like, I know y'all are looking, that's not that much. Like, we have a lot more in the kitchen. Like,
They
it's-
can't see it.
That's all we can fit. Oh, okay, cool.
It's probably like cut weird.
Okay.
We shoot on.
Gotcha.
But
Well, y'all keep looking. It's not going nowhere.
it looks so
Joe's
nice,
hand just comes creeping through the window.
Right?
Get that.
Y'all thought I wasn't coming.
But one of the beverages, there was like 5 different ones that caught my eye, so I sent them to Scott, and Scott chose. It is called a Southern Belle Bourbon. I also got to get back on top of making those little pages with the
Yeah, to put on the website.
because
Yeah.
I did not do the last like 2 of them. Anyway, this is bourbon, triple sec, pineapple juice, orange juice, grenadine. But we happen to have the pineapple orange juice concoction, so
That's that shit.
I just used that instead of like. But it's supposed to be like 3 ounces pineapple and 1 ounce orange.
Whatever.
It's whatever. So we use that, and it tastes fantastic.
Very good.
It's definitely one of those things that will sneak the fuck up on you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because you just drinking it, and then all of a sudden you're like, man, I need another one. And then halfway through that one, you're like, shit, the room's spinning.
Yeah,
absolutely.
precisely.
Pretty
All right.
tasty.
Let's see if we have any.
Top fans. Here's all the people that like our shit. It's top fans. If you ain't on this list, you can suck our dicks.
Respectfully.
Go ahead, Sean. Get your credit.
That's mine.
What?
That's mine.
What's yours?
That song.
That's Swamp Thing Nicholson.
Fuck him.
Damn.
Fuck him.
Bet you wouldn't say that to his face. He'll swallow you.
So wait,
Whoa.
before we start, that is the first time watching Sean do the piano that I heard the piano in the song. I'm like,
That literally makes the entire jingle.
I know, and I know like I know the high pitch was there, but like then I actually listened and I heard the and I was like, oh wow,
Yeah.
sorry, Sean.
So, for 2 years, we have Mr. Chess and Different, Mr. Larry Frederick. And for 1 year, we have Mr. Dustin Spencer, Mr. Devin Whitmore. And then for 11 months, we have DJ Obi-Wan. And then for 4 months, we have heterosexual male Kenneth Harvey Jr. Not gay at all, ladies and gentlemen. And then for 1 month, we have Miss Kristen Wilson. All right, and that is all the top fans. But I know we do have a voicemail. La da da doo 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 doo.
All she wanna do is get drunk and
Voice
call me and leave a voicemail.
I love it. We're gonna figure that one out. Staten. I almost called you Staten, son.
Wow.
Son, I almost called Sean Staten, bro. Don't do that.
Nikki was a who? Boy.
I need to know who the fuck you was.
Who was that directed at? Because
No, sir.
I mean, technically
No,
they're
sir.
both your little brothers.
That is true.
That's not too
is
bad.
true.
She said no.
Sean's just like,
She said no. All right, am I on? Turned up. And we have a voicemail from Spencer, the original top fan.
he's gonna call me.
What's up, y'all? I'm calling y'all from my honeymoon. I was listening to y'all. And, you know,
Hold on. Can we talk about the fact that he is listening to
I've been
us
listening
on
to
y'all?
And
the fact that he's listening to us on a Sunday.
I was about to say, the fact that he's listening to it, give it up for him one time. Give it to him one more time. Hey, man, I'm about to go sit on the balcony of the cruise ship and just fucking listen to fucking Hangover.
that was the fucking wedding coordinator fucking shit up, bro. She had no idea what the fuck she was doing. She made everything way more complicated.
talk
So,
about his
like,
wedding reception.
y'all ever decide to get married, just like, don't pick a wedding coordinator. Do that shit yourself. Because I'm the motherfucker that had to start my wedding because that bitch is just standing in the back looking at daisies and shit. But anyway, yeah, thank y'all for coming. And
I didn't come.
peace.
I love you, brother.
Like Nicole. I didn't come, bro.
Wow.
I just gave her a baby. That's it. All right, so no question. No, it's just yeah, bro. Don't ever get a fucking wedding planner. It's so pretty out here.
was that
Bye,
it?
guys.
That was directed to
You and Joe.
Yeah, when we was talking about the reception and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that nigga Rock was hot. He was not having it with the wedding planner.
What was the disconnect?
I think timing, like everything was ready to go and she was still like trying to hold shit.
Oh, okay.
And then like once everything,
And Spencer's like,
okay,
we
so-
paying about an hour, bro.
so she initially it like pissed him off because she was trying to tell him to just stand by the steps and wait by the steps the whole time. They had people walking in. As soon as you walk in, you can see them standing by the steps. So of course he's gonna greet his guests.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not just gonna be, sticking.
Yeah, kiss my ass.
Right.
Yeah, no way.
So he was like, fuck that. I'm about to move around. So he starts, moving around, telling everybody what's up and shit. And then not exactly like when the wedding's about to start, maybe about 15 minutes early, she closed the doors, but people were still coming in. He was like, motherfucker, it's not 7:30 yet. Like, you got the, you know what I'm saying? They got people that's waiting outside. You got the doors locked and shit. Motherfuckers trying to get in. They still got people that's trying to come in. That was like the second straw. Then it came down to like the music and shit. And, Rock's telling Oren, he's telling Obi-Wan, he's like, yo, just, play some of this, whatever. So, Obi-Wan switched up the music. And then the fucking wedding planner runs up and was like, you need to play some more line dances. Because the older people want to hear line dances. They keep asking me about
I don't care if
line
the
dances.
fucking older people.
Yeah, right. This is my fucking wedding, bro. Like,
Shut the
Right.
fuck
And
up.
he's like, well, the groom just told me to play. And she's like, but they really just want some line dance. So you should play some line
all right, well, you're not paying me.
Right.
They're not paying me.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. And that's what Rock was, you know what I'm saying? He was like, no, fuck that. It's my wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Play this. And from there, he was just pissed off at the wedding planner. He didn't want to hear shit. He didn't want, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all that.
yeah, because like literally the entire maybe we could talk to a wedding planner so we can actually hear like what might have happened, because I don't want to just completely write the woman off, because she was paid to do a job,
Right.
but I feel like this is for me.
Right.
This isn't for you.
Right.
This is my big day.
Right.
Why are you like
so combative?
Why are you making this so difficult?
Right.
Like,
If I say something should happen on this day, then that's probably what should happen.
like I get it.
Not maybe should happen. That should definitely be what should happen.
That should be it. That should be it. Like, we have nothing else to talk about here, bro.
I've paid you to do this for me. You know what I'm saying?
If it wasn't almost 9 o'clock at night, I would just call like a wedding planner service right now and just be like, "Hey, can we talk to y'all for a second?" But yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
You know what I'm saying? This is my wedding.
This is my wedding. I go up to my DJ that I paid to be here and go, "Hey, you mind playing this, that, and the fifth?" "Oh yeah, bro, it's your wedding. I got you." And then somebody else who has nothing to do, well, I'm not gonna say nothing to do with this, but you're not like It's not your wedding.
You're not important today.
You're going to walk up and be like, yeah, right. You're going to walk up and be like, hey, but everybody else wants to hear that. I don't care what everybody else wants to hear. This is what I want to hear. Like when I'm looking back on my wedding, I'm not going to be happy that they played the Cupid Shuffle just enough to make the grandparents happy.
Right.
No.
Nigga, if I want
play
to
Knuck if you buck.
Cotton Joe all goddamn night, you better spin that motherfucker back to back. Because I paid you.
So 30 years from now, while me and my wife are sitting there and we're telling our grandkids about our wedding, I could be like, yeah, I got them to play Cotton Eye Joe for 4 hours straight.
Everybody was pissed, but I loved it.
Good Lord.
Just me drunk in the middle of the dance floor. Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Playing Boot Scoot Boogie.
You heard me?
Oh, fuck.
So shout out, Rock. Congratulations again on getting married. Because I know Joe said we couldn't give him his no.
Thank you.
This was a couple weeks ago, but yeah, congratulations again, Rock.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Absolutely.
my brother. But another thing that happened this week, not necessarily it happened to me.
Did it?
But it happened to everybody too.
You need to talk about it?
Happy Mardi Gras, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Well, Mardi Gras is over now, but happy Mardi Gras to everybody.
Absolutely.
I had work.
Yep. Same.
Bro, you trash. How you don't take off?
Nigga, because I can't.
I
The
don't.
fuck?
What you mean?
I run a store, nigga.
You can't like January 3rd be like, hey, look, on February 21st, I need off.
No, because the position I'm in, I'm basically the person that damn near every day, like 5 days out the week, I got to close the store because of the position I'm in. That's just the position I'm in.
You got vacation
I
time?
have to close the door. Yeah, I do get vacation time.
You can't put it in on a random Tuesday?
It'll just fuck up the schedule. I'm not that type of person. If I'm not just gonna take off because there's an event happening that one day, and it's
Well, you're a manager too.
right, exactly.
What's your excuse, Sean?
He's a manager too.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're a team leader. Suck my dick.
It is a team lead.
I mean, that's a manager to me.
No.
You
His
tell
man-
niggas what to do,
His
right?
Hey, was your manager there? Was your manager there?
Nigga block your shot.
Was he?
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You
I'm
manager.
about to say that'd be some fucked
About
up
to say,
shit.
like that day, like he was climbing.
You call him up like, hey, bro, we having an issue in
No.
aisle 17. Whoa! Have fun in
man-
aisle 17, bitch. Click.
This man on Mardi Gras day, he calls me up while I'm on lunch. Hey, if you're working, come meet me at the bakery freezer. I'm like, I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I go to the bakery freezer. This man is climbing in the freezer trying to get the last king cakes out. I'm like, we got pallet jacks. I know there's pallets in there, but we can get them out.
Get him out the way, bro. You ain't got to parkour.
That was
just having his moment.
That was my Mardi Gras. Getting fucking.
I want to say, shout out to D-Ro and Joe for being real niggas and leaving me some of them pre-made sandwiches for Mardi Gras. I took that shit to lunch. You heard me?
What time you got off though? Oh, you had to close.
Yeah,
So it was like what, 9, 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I didn't get off until
Y'all don't close
fucking
early for the
everybody was
holiday?
dipping out. Nah. We had to stay open all day and basically just hemorrhage fucking money.
Okay. Well, I was about to say like
Because unfortunately, Mardi Gras is a different day every year. So
right.
the sales goal will be crazy, you know what I'm saying, for certain days because it's like last year it would have fallen on like March. So we was preparing for like the Irish Italian and the fucking St. Patty's Day parade. So business, of course, peaked.
All right, so don't answer this question trying to defend yourself. Answer it honestly. For both of you. Did it make sense to work that day? No.
It doesn't make sense to work any day.
No, I mean like was it busy enough?
Facts on that.
No. No, I mean on like specifically on technically it's a local holiday,
Right,
but a
yeah.
holiday nonetheless. For you to miss your holiday, was it worth worth it's a strong word. Did it make sense to work that day?
I had a nigga playing his PlayStation remote play on the sales floor.
Because nobody's in there.
Right. Yeah.
There was nobody there. Like I couldn't yell at him. Like there was nothing,
There's nothing
for him to do. Shit was
Right.
clean. Walls was stocked. Like
Yeah. It was a smooth day down there.
I could have told a
It was
nigga
busy?
toothbrush the floors. That'd
I
probably
mean,
been the only
we-
thing to keep him occupied.
Right.
I mean, we had our I guess last minute trying to get everything for the fucking
Yeah.
parade. I mean, we had that little bit of rush in the morning, but
Right.
as the day progressed,
Nothing.
everybody's at the fucking parade.
Yeah, everybody's that's what pisses me off
Yeah.
about that shit. Because it's like where I work, you can't close.
Right.
Like it's literally a thing where like there are people there.
Right.
they can't just close the doors.
Yeah.
But Like for like retail and like shit like that, I don't get why they make y'all work.
now,
Like, that don't make no fucking sense.
We do got the
morning I get.
Right.
The morning I get. But like
that Mardi Gras
noon?
morning.
Shut it down.
That Mardi Gras morning is a bit hectic because we do rentals as well. So we got floats come and pick up speakers.
Gotcha.
You got motherfuckers dropping shit off that they rented from the day before. That's probably the most busy part. But other than that, like niggas on the sales floor, even motherfuckers in the warehouse, they was like, it's clean. I don't know. All the shit's on the shelves. I don't know what you want to do.
Because like one of my favorite, I don't know who that comedian is, but he's on TikTok and he always does like the IKEA bits. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, what was this? Like, see if you have any in the bag. What do you think? The back is like some magical portal? We just
It's a fucking hero.
I'm never coming to this place again. Good.
I've never related so much to a fucking
Yeah.
video.
What?
God,
Have you ever seen this man?
Yes.
Oh my
he
god!
is a fucking god to me.
But one of my favorite ones that he did was it was like Thanksgiving Day, and it was like, I can't believe they have y'all working on Thanksgiving. I can't believe you're here. Why do you think we're here, Karen?
My favorite one was, well, I seen it on the website. You know what else you seen on the website? Smiling employees. Look around.
No. He said, but it said on the website that it was available. Do you see it available here? What do your eyes tell you?
Oh, that man kills me. I love him.
That reminds me of, do you remember True Blood? Where she was like, do y'all have this in stock? And it's like, no, we actually don't have that here. But it said on the website that it was here. And where did you say you drove from? I drove from such and such. It's a 40-minute drive. And you didn't think before taking that 40-minute drive to call ahead to make sure that we have it in stock?
That is every day at Guitar Center, bro. That is every day. Them niggas be like, man, I drove all the way from Baton Rouge. And I'll be like, bro, your cell phone don't work? Or they'll do this. They'll call the store and they'll be like, what time y'all close? So Google ain't have to right underneath the number you just dialed.
Nope.
No? All right. I was just wondering.
See, we have a problem at Walmart. We don't answer the phone.
Oh, if that ain't the fucking truth.
So,
Fuck.
we have nobody.
Bro, this building might as well be on fire. We are running around.
Every
We ain't got
single
time.
Every single day, I go in the office and that phone is blinking.
All 8 lines. That bitch is lit up like a house fire.
No one's answering.
And then look, somebody actually finally go to answer that motherfucker. It's like, yo. Hello. Hey, I just wanted to call to see if you had any chicken nuggets in stock. The frozen kind, yeah. Yep, we got about 7 bags. 7 bags sitting in the the freezer right now. All right, well, I'm gonna come pick some up. Can't wait to see you. Please hurry. Can't wait to see your smiling face.
I feel like that's every
Bye.
call I take.
Hey, this stupid fucking bitch.
Wait, hold on. We can't take all of it. We got to slide it to Nikki P. Working in a restaurant.
What about it?
Was working on holidays worth it? Because I know they made y'all work holidays.
No,
some.
I can answer that. No.
Well, no, because you got to think like some of them. It's like, hey, we're gonna go out to eat on Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always them idiot.
I
fucking
definitely
families.
delivered pizzas on Thanksgiving.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the only 2 days that the restaurant I worked at was closed was Mardi Gras Day, and only because the traffic was so bad that most people had issues getting to
It was
work.
in the quarter.
Yeah.
Correct. And
Christmas Day.
No.
No, there was another day, but I even remember like the first 2
I think
years.
it was New Year's Day.
Because I was about to say, I remember our first like 2 years
Day.
together.
And Mardi Gras Day.
Me and Nikki didn't see each other until 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning because she had to wait till she got off work.
Right.
Yeah. No, for some people it was great. Like if you worked downstairs and you were getting like all the walk-ins and all the drunk people that were just throwing their money around, that's fantastic. If you worked the large parties that like to come in with their big group of people and get finished their meals at 10 o'clock and then hold that table until midnight so they could go watch the fireworks on the balcony and then keep you there till 2 a.m. when they finish at 10. You know, for some people, they only left with $100, 200, maybe.
Right.
You know, so for those people,
not worth it.
It was not worth it.
Bro, she about to break that fucking microphone, bro. She about to break it in half.
About to grab that bitch. It wasn't fucking worth it.
But wait.
I'm fine, guys.
But wait, Sean, your old lady real big in the BTS?
Yeah.
BTS? Okay.
I didn't know where.
Hold on. Into BDSM?
Weird segue.
Into BDSM? No, I'm getting to it.
Sean was like, so you heard about the ball game.
Sean, once again, get in the car. We'll circle the block. I'm going to drop you off.
Red Dragon?
It is no.
Wait, are you about to like go into another subject?
No, I'm gonna equate.
Okay.
Equate?
Turtles has more to say.
BTS got the
I have something to ask you.
No, I'm actually, but the BTS, they have like the mandatory military time for South Korea, right? And that's why they're gone right now. It's like 2-3 years, something like that.
Something like that. No.
Something like that. I don't know if you're just as into it as she is, because I know she'd be like 2 years, 3 months, and 14 days.
No, she just told me some songs, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds good.
It's cool. Yeah. Dynamite. Anyway, don't do this.
Yeah, that shit's cool.
No, not that one. But I think that the same thing should apply to America for restaurants. Like, I think everybody should have to serve a minimum of 1 year as a waiter or a waitress. Just so you know, for like, to the god Daniel Tosh, like, just so you can figure out really quickly that your ranch is not that fucking important.
Yeah, facts though.
But what you was about to say, Turk?
Oh yeah, I had a question for y'all. So you just said the first 2 years y'all was together. You didn't see her till like 2-3 in the morning?
On New Year's Eve.
On New Year's Eve. Oh, okay. So that wasn't like a regular thing.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you had to work the late shift.
I mean, on the weekends, I wouldn't get home till like midnight.
Yeah, you normally get off work and
Sometimes
you'd meet us
one.
at the bar,
Yeah.
like still in your uniform.
So like, wait. So
we
like,
went to Tunnel Club. That was Tunnel Club time.
Mm-hmm.
So we would get off. I would get off work.
Oh,
We
listen to
would go-
this shit. Fuck this shit. Lost up fucking down.
Friday night, we worked Friday night. We'd get off around midnight, go home, change clothes, go to Tunnel Club, stay at Tunnel until it closed
At
at
like
like
4.
4, then go to Vinny's, eat food, go home around like 6-ish, and then wake up at 8 or 9, work a double Saturday, get off at midnight or 1, go back to Tunnel Club, stay there until 4 again when it closed, go back to Vinny's, eat again,
Till 6.
then go to sleep.
She's seeing that red light and she knows it's judging her.
Then go to
people are watching like, what the fuck?
It
to
was
sleep.
definitely on Adderall.
No, we did shit like that too, but like
I'm not done.
now at 30, it's like, bro, what the fuck were we thinking?
Go to
Oh,
sleep.
we were fucking nuts.
Wake up at 8 a.m. and work Sunday brunch.
Yeah.
So basically, so what is it? So I know.
So
at the
basically,
time-
Nicole lost her
I know at the
fucking
time-
mind.
I know at the time you
was
were
going
still
through a
working
lot.
at the armature place. So
Me?
yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
So you had those late hours too. So how did like y'all like fucking see each other?
No, when we first started dating,
Well,
I was
when I
working
was-
at Fortec.
And when I was doing that, also, that was like before Scott and I were dating. That was when I was going through
Shit.
a breakup.
Yeah.
And just not really enjoying life at
She
that
was like,
time.
I want to see what a hoe phase looks like.
She was sowing what do they call it? Sowing her royal oats.
I was having some issues, and I was working through those issues with a beer bottle in hand.
No, the person that I was with when I was working at Scott Armature, I'm pretty sure that's why we stayed together as long as we did, was because
Right.
I only had 4 days off a month, and that's when we actually
So
saw
just
each
the
other.
first 2 years you knew her, she was doing that. Y'all wasn't dating.
Yeah. No, we were dating, but it was like she didn't only work night shifts.
Yeah,
So
by
like,
then I wasn't.
So y'all still got to see each other.
Tunnel Club closed, I think, within a year of us dating.
I was about to ask, how the fuck did y'all form a relationship if you only got to see her at 2:00 in the morning?
Yeah, no.
Well, he moved
If
in.
anything, that's a booty call, my
Yeah,
boy.
facts.
Scott's just looking through her in the glass like,
He
Can't
moved
wait to
in
see you, babe.
after a few months. So we at that point were pretty much living together. So Monday to Friday, when I wasn't working so much, we were.
Yeah, because she would also have days, like at the time when I was working at Fortec, there were days that like I'd get off of work at 10 o'clock in the morning. I was on salary.
Right.
So like I'd get off, go home. She didn't work that day. So now we're hanging out all day, You know what I'm saying? And then next day she'd be off too. I'd only have like a case until noon. Get off, come back, and now we're together from 12:30 till the next morning. So like it wasn't that hard. Why did something like that happen to you?
Yeah, I was asking. I was just, wondering. Like, when you said immediately, it was like, the first 2 years we were together. It's like
No.
That
It was just New Year's. Sorry.
That was just New Year's Eve.
I was like, well, how the fuck did you do that, my boy? Because any bitch I see at 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, because my ex, my ex that I was with while I was working at Scott, or at least one of them, she worked at a bank, so she worked from 7 a.m. to it was like the 7 to 3, or no, like 8 to 4 or something like that. Like banks close before you get off work. Like that's how that worked. That's how they're set up.
Because they hate people.
That's how they said it. Because they fucking hate your guts.
Right.
So so she worked from like 8 to 4 or something like that, and then I worked from 5 to 5.
Right.
So so like from 5 in the evening until 5 in the morning, I wasn't there.
That's the biggest. I'd say that's probably the biggest heel of my job is that I literally have to like sacrifice relationships because I be busy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dog, like, like one of my exes that I had while I was working there. I remember she lived. Where the fuck did she live? Ooh. I'm not gonna say her name. The tall one. Yeah, she lived in like.
Is that the crazy one?
Oh, she was fucking psychotic. Yeah, no, she was fucking psychotic. No, she did not live in West Wego.
Is that the crazy one that I have a picture with?
No. That was Caitlin. Why are we doing this right now? The ghost of my exes. No, but she lived like.
Anyway,
do you know? Fuck, this is gonna sound stupid, Turtle, but I know you know geography better than most, so please stay with me. Mm-hmm. The part of like New Orleans ish that's Hickory Dickory Dock.
That's Harahan, my boy.
Harahan? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You sure?
I work in Harahan, yes.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay, so it was around that area. So like from the back of fucking Belchase, well, not the back of Belchase, but like right there on Engineers Road, she would tell me all the time, like, hey, we haven't gotten to see each other all week. And I get it. We were in a relationship and it was hard. But like she would literally just be like, so what time do you get off? I'd be like, 5 a.m. Same time as every fucking day.
Right.
And she'd be like, well, how about you get off and you come like see me? And I'm like, hold on. You think I'm going to get off at 5 o'clock in the morning, drive 45 minutes to your house. So then I'm not going to get there till 6. Get there at 6. You're not going to want to just go to bed. You're going to want to hang out, talk, do whatever the fuck else. And then we're going to go to bed, let's say 8, 9, 10 o'clock. And then I got to wake up at what? 4? 3? You're not going to want to sleep that late. You're going to want to get up and do shit. No.
Right.
And then I got to drive back 45 minutes, almost an hour, home, get dressed, and then go to work. No. You're fucking selfish.
Yep.
Please don't stab me. Like I don't. Because at that point, that's what I was afraid. And then I remember one night, like I was just like, no. This was kind of my fault, I guess, maybe from a woman's perspective, but it turned into a thing where I was just. It was B-Dot's birthday. Shout out DJ Dunny. And I was just like, I'm going to his birthday party on Bourbon Street. And she was like,
yeah, I remember that party.
And she was like, oh, that bit was crazy, son. And I was like, yeah, like I'm going, like that's one of my really good friends. It's his birthday. I'm going over there. And she was like, no, you're not. You're coming over to my house. And I'm like, that's crazy because that's not what I just said. But
that's wild, not doing it.
And then she was just like, because at the time I was still living with my mom. My mom was asleep.
Right.
I was just about to like leave.
Right.
And I didn't have to ask permission or nothing. It's grown.
Grown ass man.
But anyway. And but yeah, she was just like, she's like, whatever, I'm coming to your house. And I'm like, but I'm not gonna be here. And she's like, well, I'm coming. And I was like, look here, bitch. If you come to my fucking house with your bullshit and wake my fucking mother up, and I gotta deal with that. You ain't gotta live here. I gotta live here.
See, I was the complete opposite. I was the person that would be like, yeah, sure, you can come over. Like it'd be like, all right. So I was dating a chick. I still had the same schedule. I pretty much get off at 9 pretty much all the fucking time.
Right.
I have 2 days off that was completely opposite of everybody else's days off.
Why can't you work mornings?
They fucking hate me. They just trust me so much at night. I don't know.
I feel that.
I need a black man.
Yeah, sorry, Sean.
Nah,
they're less likely to rob it if they see one of them come in.
But that would be like the thing. I'd be like, all right, cool, yeah, you can come over, and they would get off like maybe in the evening time or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So you had already been off for hours and hours and hours, and you still show up at 11 o'clock and wonder why I'm ready to go to bed. Like,
yeah,
I gave you this amount of time to show up. You knew already I'm getting off at 9 o'clock. If you knew you wanted to come over, you should be 8:30 grabbing your keys and shit. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be like
be there waiting on me.
Stops. No, yeah, right. It's not my
unless you're grabbing us food.
Fuck. And 9 times out of 10, the chick that I'm dating, she packing. It's dating kind of bitches. But it's I don't know. It just always confused me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was never the type to be like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm tired, I'll stay up. You know what I'm saying? We can kick it.
And no, I'm cool with all of that.
But it still don't be like what they need.
Right.
So I be like, I don't know, bitch. I gotta go to work.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Okay, what you want me to quit my job so we can be together?
That was like one chick that one time, she fucking like she knew I had to go to work. She knew I had to go to work. And she was like, it's cool. Like, I'll call a taxi. And I was like, all right, cool, because at the time I didn't have a car. Right. Well, no, I had a car. I had to go to work. She didn't have a car. So, like, I went and got her, brought her over. And she was like, yeah, I'll call a taxi in the morning. It's no big deal. And I was like, okay, cool. Sleeps over, everything else. Stays way later than she planned to. And I'm like, okay, well, I have to go. Like, I got to go to work. And she was like, oh, fuck, can't you just run me home? And I'm like, bitch, you said you were going to call a cab. She did the whole thing, like, in front of I remember my mom almost strangled me. Because she was like, I cannot believe you treated that young lady like that. I fucking called a cab for her. The cab shows up. I ain't got no money. You said you was calling a cab. So I helped you out. So she fucking I swear to God, in front of my mom and everything, she takes 5 steps towards the door, turns around like real quick, dramatically, gets like right, like as close as this microphone is to me, and she goes, please don't make me take a cab. And I'm like, don't fucking do this. Like, I really got to go to work, bro. Like, I really got to go to work. And she's like, please don't do this to me. Don't make me take a cab. And I literally not grab, but like I'm holding her wrist and I'm like, I have to go to work. You said you were going to, like, we're sticking to the plan here. Right. Please get in the cab and just go home.
Right.
And she was like, okay. And like, she went, got in the fucking, and I'm like, and then my mom, like, and I'm like, I'm looking around, like I'm doing like Joe last week, like high five, anybody? Like, I did that correctly, right? My mom's just like, you piece, I raised a better son than that. Oh, man. Made that poor girl take it. I'm like, Mom, no, you don't get it. I get how this looks. But come on.
Right.
And then finally, it was like, it turned into, I was like, all right, you can't come over no more.
Yeah. I had one like that from them nights that we used to go to Republic.
Yeah.
Fucking shit. I went to leave one morning, and it was that time. I was like, all right, I was like, she was like, all right, so what you got planned today? I was like, well, shit, I gotta go. I actually had to do these things. Yeah. I wasn't bullshit,
right?
But
okay,
I wasn't trying to take you with me.
Okay, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I gotta go meet up with my mom. We're gonna go do some shopping. Then I gotta go grocery shopping. She was like, oh, okay. Puts on her shoes and shit. Well, you want me to come with you? I was like,
nah.
No. I don't.
That wasn't part of the plan, bitch.
Nah, I'm gonna just drop you off on the way. It's all right.
Wait, was that like, you think that was her like in the like try to meet your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. No.
It doesn't work like that.
Stop it.
Your breath still smell like emerald and pineapple.
Come on, man. Got the stale taste of whiskey on my breath, and you think I'm about to bring you in front of my mother?
No, you can't use my toothbrush. Know who dick you been sucking?
She just sucked your dick. Let her use your toothbrush, asshole.
No.
How about you, Bay? Any sneaky links you want to talk about?
Would you let your significant other use your toothbrush? Is that
no?
I do.
Yes absolutely not.
I don't care.
So Scott and I have the same kind of toothbrush.
I don't care.
But they're different colors. And I forgot what my color was.
And you freaked out, didn't you?
And one day I'm brushing my teeth.
I'm
brushing my teeth. And Scott's like, why are you using my toothbrush? And I was like, what do you mean? That's my toothbrush. He's like, no, that's my... I gagged. I wanted to just... That's when I wanted my life over.
No, man. Starts over every morning.
Do you care?
No.
No, I don't care. Not if we at that level.
Yeah, right. Like if we dating, I don't give a fuck. Like if you a sneaky link, no,
don't do that.
Oh, well, I don't know who else dick you sucking.
Right. I don't know what else has been in your mouth, and I don't want to put it in my mouth later.
That's just a germ thing for me.
I got some other nigga kids.
I thought you had to pee.
Oh, bro, why you brushing your teeth, bitch? You just got here. What you doing? You say you had to pee. What's that noise?
You hear the fucking sink going off, and you.
My toothbrush is
What you
electric. That ain't no vibrator, bitch. Fucking put my toothbrush down.
Get out. Call you a text.
Oh shit! But yeah, I mean, I've never been like that weird about it. Like I said, as long as we're like that, like if we've been together for a while and like we're like Nicole said, we were at a certain point we were basically living together. Like if I find out she's using my, I don't care.
Yeah,
like, it's not a big deal to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nicole almost like killed herself.
and that's also that's 4 years in.
Yeah.
That was like a few months ago.
Can you have a conversation with Scott like why he's pooping?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. We're very open. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a germ thing for me. We're very open about every other bodily function.
Yeah,
So
like
I mean, he literally saw a child come from my vagina.
I looked down the barrel.
So
dog.
there's no turning back.
Hey, she pooped on herself. Huh?
No,
I did not.
Proud of you.
like a champion.
I think
dog.
it's because they kept me on a fucking broth
I'm gonna be honest.
diet.
I'm gonna be honest. I was so scared. I was so scared she was going to because like I can't help my brain. So like if that happens, I'm gonna look at you different. I know it's not your fault. I know it had nothing to do with you.
Every time he go down to eat the poom poom, he gonna block it.
But no,
You know what? Just to be safe.
I saw what you could push out of that thing, bro. No,
Speaking
but
of booty holes.
no, that is not the fucking segue we're gonna use.
It is.
No, but god damn it, he made me lose my train of thought and everything. God damn it.
You saw that shit?
No, I saw this shit. Y'all nasty motherfuckers. But like, you know what's funny is like we started this somehow we got into Nicole pooping on herself when she had Grayson. It started from Mardi Gras. So y'all didn't get to do no parade or nothing like at all this year? Turt?
Too busy at work.
I went to one Metairie parade. I went to Excalibur.
Okay.
It used to be a West Bank.
Yeah.
It's Metairie parade.
Which is, hey,
I miss West
which
Bank.
if we could, like, hey, fuck y'all, for real. Like, we need them West Bank parades back, dog.
I miss Ala and Excalibur and Cleopatra all being over there on Terry Park.
My mom used to live. My mom lived 2
man.
blocks from the fucking parade
Yeah.
route. We could go hang out, have
That was the
bathroom,
shit.
Right.
get it, walk back to the fucking parade route.
That was my favorite part about them parades because I always had a homie or my dad live on the fucking parade.
Yeah.
It went down at Walgreens.
What?
Oh my
What?
god.
Drugs,
battles.
fights, battles.
Don't go to Walgreens. If you want to get into don't go there.
Can we talk about Metairie parades for?
Momentarily, just because I wanted to bring up to
Metairie
Sean.
parades ain't been the same since they took down the Burger King over there.
I just wanted to bring up to Sean. God rest the dead, because I don't know if you heard he passed away. Trevor Powell.
What?
Yeah, he passed away like
When?
last week, something like that. Yeah.
Damn.
And not even on no bullshit. Apparently, he was walking somewhere and a car hit him. Wow. I hate to do this live. Apparently, Sean didn't hear about it. But one of I
that's
know
fucking crazy.
a memory you had with him on one of the parade routes because you know he was always swifty. He was always.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He was always wild.
Every single person you hung out with was
Yeah.
fucking like they could
Scary.
snap at it.
Just at any fucking drop of a hat, somebody's getting beat up.
Right,
And I
like-
just remember Sean, like we was all at the Walgreens where you should not be. And then he come walk like I saw him and my boy Trevor go walk behind the Walgreens. They're like, "Hey, I gotta go piss. You gotta go piss." He's like, Sean's like, "Yeah, whatever. Just don't hit me."
For real. Oh my god.
Yeah. Sean goes behind the fucking Walgreens with him. A couple minutes later, Sean comes walking back wide-eyed as a motherfucker. Sean tried to be on his best behavior. I'll be bringing him around some fucked up ass people. And then I was like, "Bro, you good?" He was like, "Bro, we went back there to go pee. Trevor tried to go pee. They had a dude standing right there, so he just knocked him out and he just started pissing on him."
That shit was wild. Oh my god, I remember that shit. Jesus.
Man, so yeah, that's what it was like.
Wow.
West Bank, but that's probably why they shut that shit down.
Yeah. Because there was so much shit going on.
I just remember almost getting into it with a dude one time, and cops come walking up to like try to break us up. And the only thing that went through my mind was the black dude talking to Kevin Hart from 40-Year-Old Virgin. No. And I'm looking at, I swear to God, I look at the cops. I'm like, no. It's okay. He a little slow, but he got it together now. He thought he was going to come in here and talk some shit. But now he realizes that I run this bitch. And now he's about to stop. And the kid just looked at me. He was like, okay, there's cops here. I'm leaving.
Man.
And the cops were like, if you don't go sit your stupid ass down somewhere.
The problem with you, though.
No. This didn't have to turn into
There's
this.
a lot.
There it is.
The problem with you, though, every time I would literally anywhere, Republic, McGuire's, any place you can think of,
Why are you doing this on air?
I lose you. And I'm there by myself trying to look for you.
Nicole about to be with you.
Like, where the fuck is Scott now? And I'm like 13, 14. Like, where is he?
Hey, can we talk about that?
Where's the
13
adult?
in a bar.
I'm lost in the fucking field.
Yeah, I try to stress a lot that when I go out with Scott, I have a good time with whoever I'm with. I do not have a good time with Scott. Scott is off doing.
I'm saying hey to everybody.
things.
Always got to fight. So I'm like, oh, hey, I know you. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Fucking
Like at the end of the
conversation.
night, we both had a good night, and then he's like, "We had a great night tonight." I'm like, "I mean, I had a good night. Did you have a good night? I had a great night talking to so and so."
Like now at this
Hanging
point, we've now reached the level where before, like we got a kid now, so we obviously don't do it that much anymore. But when we do go, so she's like, "If you fucking leave me by myself."
You gotta think about it now, though. We go to a lot of like dive bars nowadays. He used to do this in the fucking club.
Yeah, I would stop going to the club.
Fucking
Scott would be in people's ears. So yeah, like I was saying, bro, we went there last week. Big ass titties, just huge. You'd be like, Scott, what are you even talking? I don't know. Just met this fucking guy.
Fucking walking that club, high stepping, hopping on the stage and shit. Like,
Immediately
bro.
just walk in, jump on stage. What's up, motherfucker?
Yeah, but they had a drink yet. This motherfucker just on stage.
Like the only time I ever felt like I had the biggest dick in the room was when, and this was not in every week. I'm not trying to be that guy. It's not like, oh, this was every fucking day. No. No, not this. At one point, I go there with my homeboy. It was his first time ever going to Republic. We get there, line is down the fucking street. My boy, who was the promoter at the time, he comes walking out, and he's just like, "Oh, Scott, what's up, motherfucker?" Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "Bro," and I've never done this before. I'm just like, "Hey, bro, do we have to stand in this fucking line?" Because in my head, like, they didn't really care about the cover charge. Like, the cover charge was just lanyap. Like, they cared about the bar.
Right.
So most of the time, we never paid a cover charge anyway. So I'm just like, "Yo, why are we? Do we have to wait in this line, bro?"
Right.
And he was like, "No, go through the back door." I'm not thinking about how this looks to my partner. So he's like, "Yeah, just go through the back door." I'm like, "Word." I go in. Another thing, never happened. Well, happened every now and then, but not that often. We walk straight up to the bar. It's my homeboy Corey. Hopefully we can get Corey on the show one day. Great fucking dude. We're sitting there talking, bullshitting back and forth for like 10, 15 seconds. And I'm just like, "Hey man, look, I'm gonna have a Crown and Coke and whatever my guy's having." And my guy was like, "I'd actually like, whatever. And can you get us 2 shots?" Like it was like my birthday was coming up or something. And he was just like, "A shot for my boy for his birthday." He gives us all 4 drinks. And then I go to take my card out. And he goes, "No. That's for you. That's for the, your first drink of the night. I got you." I'm like, "Oh shit." Again, not thinking how this looks.
Right. Optics.
We take the drinks. We go to take the shots, and I go, "Ho. There's too many fucking people around here, bro. Let's go up on stage." And he's like, "There's nobody on stage but the DJ." I'm like, "I know, but we're going on stage with the DJ." So we fucking walk up there, and we just sitting there, clink, take the shot, and we just sitting there sipping our drinks, just looking around. A group of girls comes up on stage. Scott! I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, this is my friend right here." Younger, they go, "I'll come over." We all start bullshitting. Finally, the end of the night comes around. He's like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And I'm like, I didn't even put it because it was all just coincidence. And I'm just like, "I got the biggest dick in this motherfucker. You heard? I'll run this motherfucker." Next week, he made me stand in line.
That's how I was taking Keaton to the hangar for the first time. Because back in the hangar days, I used to always get the 100 likes on the post.
Yep.
So I would
Get the
get
free VIP.
I'm about to
free
say,
every weekend and a free bottle.
I saw my Facebook memories. I was like, please go like turtle status. I don't care if you don't know what it is. Just do it.
You did it for one of my birthdays. You were like, you don't want to be like, Hitler didn't like Scott's status. You don't want to be like Hitler, do you?
Right.
Go like Scott's status. Because if you got 100 likes, you got a free section on stage with a free bottle of your choice.
Yeah.
That shit was lit.
We walked up to the front of the line. I was like, yeah, I wanted, the VIP post. They was like, all right, yeah. Here's your band. Gave everybody
And
a
then
band
another
and
thing,
shit.
before you even finish, another thing a lot of people didn't know, the VIP for the free bottle or with the bottle and the little couch on stage, like your own private section away from that crowded, it was $100.
Yeah.
You got 4 people, $25 a pop.
We used to do that all the time. All the time. If I didn't get the 100 likes, which was rare.
It was rare.
Once I started doing it. But once we figured out the price, and I was like, fuck, I don't need
We thought it was New Orleans prices, like $1,000. It was $100.
I mean, even then, they could have told us 300. We'd have been like,
Fuck
yeah, for real.
I like that. I got it, nigga. I'm in college,
I'm still in high school.
Fucking, we go up to the bar. I tell them, I won a contest. I got the band. I was like, I need to get my free bottle. They was like, all right, what you want? I was like, Keaton, pick the bottle. He was like for shots. I was like, nah, like to take up to the section.
Now we gonna drink all night.
We got a section. I was like, so he fucking pick out the bottle. I think it was like Ciroc or some shit. We was simple back then.
Yeah.
Brought that shit up to the stage. Fucking walked on the stage. We had the couch and shit. He was like, so this is all us? I was like, yeah, this is all us. Can't nobody come up here unless we tell him. He was like, really?
What?
Holy shit. That nigga sat back on the couch, opened up the bottle.
We would walk to like the front, like the tip of the stage. We'd walk to the very edge of the stage. And we would literally just rap along with whatever song was playing, and you would think we were at a fucking concert.
Bottle in hand and shit. I was 18 years old in that bitch. Too young to be in that whole bottle.
I had my 21st birthday in there. Literally turned 21 at midnight. Yep. They got me a bottle of Nuvo. Jeremy bought me a bottle of Nuvo. Yay fucking big. I'm so wasted. I can't see my fucking hand in front of my face. I crack the bottle of Nuvo open and just start pouring it into the crowd. Yeah. The bouncer comes up and goes, bro, chill out. There's undercover cops in here right now. I'm like, fucking, I'm 21, bitch. Like,
he's already pouring out the bottles. Me and Jeremy's on the other side of the stage because I think he bought like 3 of the bitches. Pouring the fucking bottles and shit. And as soon as he's like, yeah, bro, they got fucking ATF Scotch drunk at. Yeah, they got fucking ATF agency.
We're like 20
I was like,
19.
what? I look out to the crowd. I was like, ooh.
Because they start fucking parting the crowd. Like, and then they walk right in the middle. You just start to see badges going up all over the place. And then people start running. Oh, y'all wasn't shit. Oh, like, God damn, New Orleans is ghetto.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't participate in any of that.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
You didn't do the club scenes, quote unquote, huh?
No.
Not
I didn't
really.
start drinking until I was like 22-ish.
Shit.
Yeah, I missed out on
a good time.
Like my cousin did, and she always wanted me to go, and I was just always scared of like getting caught. I wasn't really a big drinker.
Hey, Nicole's here for the rest of y'all.
Hey,
Didn't want to do this hood rat shit.
Just know you picked the right time to do your whole stage. Because I talked to a chick maybe like 3-4 months ago, and she was like, "Yeah, a guy fucked me in the hangar." I was like, "What?" In the middle of like that bitch, there's no rooms to back off. It is an open floor with a stage in the front.
It was literally an old. It was an old airplane
for
hangar.
everybody, like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's. I just want to throw out there, my whole phase was not that bad. Okay, at all.
I hope not.
Nowhere near at all.
I tried to tell her when we first started dating, like, you should probably get a couple more months to yourself before we
get some more dick.
have a real hoe phase.
I just investigated some younger, and then I got with Scott. Don't know how it happened. Don't ask. I'm tired of the
raw
questions.
sex appeal.
Okay,
Raw.
here we are. He's cool. Put it down.
You just blinded the camera. That bitch changed fucking settings.
You remember Inside Man when they would turn that little light and it would blind the cameras? I just used my nipple. Lord. Oh shit! But yeah, go ahead, man. I know you want to get this off your chest about the Metairie parades.
Oh my God,
Lord, y'all want to go smoke a cigarette? We just gonna let her finish.
I mean, it's not much. People have complained about it, so it's not like I'm the only one complaining. But
was it the titties?
There was titties.
There was titties.
Where was the titties?
Apparently, right after Obi passed us, he like literally he took a picture of me like going, hey, and then like 20 feet from us, they had a girl that every float was.
Yeah, kids and all right behind her. Yeah.
Disappointing to say the least. Yeah. Anyway,
I miss some titties.
Nicole love a nice set of titties.
Anyway, I'm just watching this mosquito on this thing right here. So we go to leave into Metairie at like 9 a.m., which is, I feel like, a pretty early time for this parade that may start at 11, may start at 11:30, or may start at 12.
We don't know.
There's like 50 different
different
thingies. So we head out there at 9, and we have 2 babies, 2 families, and another family's meeting us out there with like 2 10-year-olds. And so we need space. We can't just fit in anywhere. So as we're driving along Veterans, there's so many tarps. So many. So now we know to go out the night before and put
they
the
was setting up like them big ass tents. Yeah.
So we just kept driving down because we needed more space than just fitting in somewhere. And we needed the cars closed, and just having 2 babies, you just need space. So we ended up not finding a spot until
not the very
almost the end of the parade. So we set up. We have a great spot. It's in the shade. It was like a fantastic spot, actually. Until 12 o'clock came, 1 o'clock came, 2 o'clock came, and 3 o'clock came, and there was no parade. No parade. And we're like,
Mind you, it's 85 degrees. New Orleans,
Pretty hot.
85 degrees,
So
bro.
Fries 98.
Yeah.
And we had only made
And no
sandwiches.
Nick Lachey.
Made sandwiches and packed like a couple snacks, so there wasn't much. But gratefully, there was a Popeyes
I got it.
right across the street.
Oh, there was a Popeyes right
Can
across the street.
we? Okay.
Shout out
Stop into
Popeyes.
fucking interrupting me. I'm telling my story, Turtle.
Shout out Popeyes.
And Scott.
Shout out
Both of
Popeyes.
y'all. Shut up.
Nick Lachey.
God damn it.
I didn't even say nothing.
So the line was out the door for Popeyes, but gratefully, shout out Christy, she went inside that line and got us some Popeyes. Scott went the second time, but the first round of food that pretty much got devoured was Christy.
She almost waited an hour.
Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Yeah, you got to be a champ to wait for food during Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
Correct.
man.
Correct. And that's because we were hungry and
Especially-
we realized we didn't have that much food to wait that long. So at 3 o'clock rolls around. What the fuck is going on?
It's a Popeyes on the parade route, too.
That's why I
Oh,
love
yeah,
it.
fuck that.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. And Scott was like, oh, we could just go later. And the line just kept getting longer. So eventually Christy was like, I'm just going to go. So 3 o'clock rolls around. And then I remembered that there was the parade tracker app. So Scott downloads it. We're looking at the app. And it is still rather far away
yeah.
from us.
What y'all
And-
think? Like about 10 minutes? Like 45.
Yeah. So it probably got to us around like 3:45ish.
Yeah.
And I think it got over all the truck parades around like 6.
Damn.
But it only took us like 20 minutes to get home. So it wasn't a bad. We didn't
Give
get
and
stuck in late yet.
It was some give and take.
It wasn't much traffic. But at the same time, that parade started at noon. And it didn't get to us until almost 4. Which the people at the beginning of the parade were gone and home and settled in by the time the parade even hit us.
Jesus Christ.
Where were y'all at in Metairie?
Over there
On
on
Vets?
Vets.
On Vets.
See, that's why I loved the Metairie parades when I was a kid, because my grandma lived right
Yeah,
around
yeah.
the corner from Bonneville.
Yeah.
And I forgot the place because I don't know this person, but she knew her or whatever. Big ass fucking house. Always Popeyes there. Like, when it start, we were at the fucking starting point. Like,
Yeah.
it was fucking fantastic.
I wanted to
That's
be
the
at the
one thing I
starting.
miss about Metairie.
Yeah.
When I was
And it was a
fucking
great
kid.
parade once it started.
great.
But
We found our second win when it got there.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
A lot of them, as they passed, were like, woo. And they're like,
Yeah, like
because they
we're out of beads.
that 4 hours later,
Yeah.
they no longer had anything to throw, which was fine because we still ended up with a huge wagon full of shit that we did not need. Like, I'm staring at beads right now that have no place in my home.
Yeah. We're trying to get rid of them.
But
I don't want
That's why them fucking them niggas that be passing down St. Charles with them Domino's carts, God sent
yes,
heroes.
Oh, wait.
Real
sometimes you
heroes.
forget. But with the 2 babies kept eating everything. You would think, like, oh, that's all they did all day was eat.
Grayson in the
And
back
we're like,
with
we
2
don't
biscuits,
have
no
enough
drink.
snacks. And they just kept eating, and they're so small. And I'm pretty sure Grayson and Carter both ate more shit than I did that entire day.
Probably.
I'm like, where is it fitting? Where is it fitting?
Bro, you're this big.
to have it on top of all lives.
And there's only so much you could do to distract a toddler. Like, the other kids were throwing balls in the street, and they're not at that age yet. They're 1.5 and a little bit over 1. And all the other kids are throwing balls and they're playing like that, and then like we have little 1-year-olds that are trying to climb on ladders for 7 hours until a fucking parade started. But once the parade started, it was fantastic.
I was able to get them down for a nap.
Yeah.
On the parade route, bro.
Correct.
Nice.
That was fantastic.
MVP.
And if you go happen to...
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
It was a beautiful thing. And if you happen to see my TikTok, you can see Grayson doing like... trying to get the beats, and
that shit was adorable.
Yeah. It is so cute.
Mad as fuck.
Yeah, he was...
And then a float that he would pass by, and he'd...
Yeah. He'd leave. Bye-bye. But at one point...
That's the one thing I want to mention. I love how calm Grayson is.
You don't know him.
He's calm. He's pretty calm.
No. What I seen in a matter of 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I miss it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my boy.
He's 6 months older.
My boy.
Yeah.
He's all crazy.
He's on crack, huh?
Motherfucker's a Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
Crack cocaine.
It doesn't help that like every time we bring him outside, he thinks it's a game to try to run to the street.
Absolutely.
So like me and Nikki are constantly doing like the
Y'all
and he thinks it's a game.
Yeah, and like I just finished reading Pet Sematary, so like this shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like
y'all haven't got to the point where y'all had like the things for the doorknobs yet?
Nah.
He can't reach them yet.
We have
can't reach them yet.
We have literally so many closets.
Our closets are slides.
Hey,
so there's
this episode is for everybody over 30.
There's this one closet that has fucking Christmas wrap, which I've mentioned. Why do we have fucking Christmas wrap in a goddamn closet? He opens it and tries to grab it. I'm like, fuck this. I'm getting fucking things to where you can't open it. The little squeeze where you have to squeeze the fucking door.
Yep.
We have baby
7
gates.
of the bitches.
Yeah, we got the gates.
Well, it also helps because we have a shotgun, so it's like we keep a baby gate to keep
they'll
him
shoot the baby.
Shoot him in his fucking mouth.
keep him from the cat room, and it keeps him from the kitchen. It keeps him in between the living room and his room, so he can live his best life and destroy the things that are meant for him to destroy.
But yeah, man, the parades were dope. Like it
definitely reunited.
Yeah, reignited.
Reignited. Thank you. My vibe with Mardi Gras, because it definitely killed after 2020.
I mean, it definitely killed because I mean, as much as I still to this day I think New Orleans is the greatest city on the planet. Like I love this city. It's amazing. I mean, fuck. Like, unfortunately, like the crime is becoming a little too much to deal with. But at the core, New Orleans to me, culture, like it's still the greatest city on the planet. So like. It felt good to go out there because in my head I'm like I don't really want to go to a parade. Like I've had 30 years of them. Like I'm over it. It can be a headache so many other times. But in my head I'm also like I think I told Nicole this like 10 times. Like our culture will not die through my kid on my watch. Like he will know about Mardi Gras. He will enjoy the parades. Like he will have all of that because I'm not going to be the one that 20 years from now people are going to be like, oh, why aren't y'all having parades anymore? Well, people like Scott didn't bring his kid to the fucking parade, so you know what I mean?
Right.
Like one of the guys I work with, he became a Mardi Gras Indian like 5 years ago, something like that. He's like, my son just made 9 years old. He wants to be an Indian, so I got him sewing up his own fucking outfit.
Right.
Yep. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep the culture alive.
Right. And it's a whole different Mardi Gras now with a child. Like watching him up on that ladder.
Oh my God, he was so excited.
Like I spent my Mardi Gras facing him on the ladder. Just so I could watch him.
They're so
as
excited.
He enjoyed himself.
They're so excited they don't know why.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like the whole vibe.
Right.
It's
So
just-
much going on. They're like,
We were gonna bring Liam to the parade, but he ended up getting crude like 2 weeks before Mardi Gras.
Croup?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he's still never been to a parade?
No.
Damn, you're killing the culture. Like I just said.
fucking culture killer. Might as well name you
Look,
fucking.
hey, put the camera, look right down the barrel and say, fuck New Orleans. Just say it.
Just say it. Look, I'll even do a zoom for your face. Fucking
I'm not gonna do that.
zoom face on Sean. Say it.
God
Say it right
fuck-
now. Say it right now.
I got
Christ.
fucking sick.
Yeah, I get it.
Got me sick a little bit. Got fucking clean burns on the parade.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was trying to we've been trying to plan a vacation just so we could like get away for a little while.
Yep.
And we were gonna go back. Nicole was being so nice to me, and she was like, "You know what? How about we just go back for your birthday? We'll go back to Universal." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Because I'm like, she's had to tell me on more than one occasion, like, we do not need a season pass. Like, we're not gonna go that often. And I'm like,
And we have so many other places.
I'm like, yo, all we got to do is go 2 weeks. All we got to do is go 2 weeks a year, and it pays for itself. And she was like, I don't want to go 2 weeks a year. And I was like, because you're a hater.
I don't not want to go.
Big ass baggage.
There's just other things we need to do, and that we don't have enough time.
Which one of you niggas pissed
take
in a bottle of bleach?
But first of all, shout out to Universal for being the best theme park in America. But also, fuck you, Universal, because we just wanted to go for 3 days and it was $800, bro.
Potato chip.
Bro,
$800
$800 for 3 days.
for 2 people.
Yes.
Yes,
So $400 a person.
Yes.
That's not bad.
It's not good.
it's not terrible, but
Right. I mean,
like in the grand scheme. No. $400 wouldn't be bad if I also wasn't paying $30 for a hamburger.
correct.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we went, bro, you're
It
paying
was
to
a
go.
$40 minimum for
There's
each
not
meal.
like food packages you can get. With
No, they got rid of it. D-Ro was talking about that. She was saying like y'all would have been smarter to get the dining package. They got rid of the dining package.
That's crazy.
The only thing that they give now is you could buy a cup for like $18, and it's $18. No, $18 the first time, $15 a day.
Jeez.
And you get unlimited refills from the little Coke the Coke Freestyle machines.
But I'm not about to sit here and drink Coke all day.
No, water's free. You can get water for free. Thanks.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, thanks.
at least it ain't
Water.
Like, at least it ain't like Woodstock 99 where they
Facts.
charge you like
Yeah.
$13
For a bottle of water. Yeah. But then on top of that, like you buy how much was the wand? 75. Because you got the interactive one.
Pretty much.
75. How much was your tumbler? 30.
And I dropped it.
And she dropped it. And then
And
you
I
got
dropped my wand too. So
and then like
that's
every meal we go get, it's $20 a person. So $40 for breakfast, $40 for lunch, $40 for dinner. Like dog, like so $400 for 3 days to go to the park wouldn't be bad if you're not also on top of that
spending another
pay,
$800.
Yeah.
paying theme
Yeah.
park prices for everything.
I'm broke.
I'm broke, motherfucker.
And it's not even being broke. It's just the audacity.
Broke.
Yeah. It's like, bro, like you got any questions? Yeah, first one. How dare you?
Like, I feel like they're going to charge that much for people to go. And another thing that bothers me with that is that Harry Potter World, as fantastic as it
Amazing.
was like 5 rides. And then the other 80 things you could do was go into a store and buy shit.
Yeah. That's
So
also
it's
facts. Like
you're spending money to go, and then you're spending more money because you're getting souvenirs or whatever. And then you got 5 rides to ride.
yeah, like you go to Hogsmeade, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. Somebody call me out if I'm wrong. You got Gringotts and the Hogwarts ride. That's 2. And then you go to the other one and what is that? Diagon Alley?
I'm about to say, do they have Diagon Alley?
Yeah, they have Diagon Alley. It's fucking amazing.
Diagonally.
Diagonally. But like, yeah, like I'm not even a Harry Potter fan. You go, it's amazing.
Oh,
You've
bet.
never seen anything like this in your life.
Right.
But then you go to the other park and they have Hagrid's Ride, the Flight of the Hippogriff, which is literally a kid's roller coaster.
Yeah.
And I was terrified the whole time. And then I think they have a third. So like literally between the two parks, they have 5 rides.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Which one did I miss?
6, including the King's Cross station.
No, the little train that you take from one park to the other. That
Yeah.
doesn't count.
So there's Flight of the Hippogriff, Hagrid's, Gringotts, Forbidden Journey, Hogwarts Express station, and then it also has Hogwarts Express. Oh,
Yeah.
my
they
bad.
go
So
both
there's
ways.
only 4 rides. They counted the
Hogwarts
there's
ride is 2.
technically a train station in one park and the other train station in the other park, so they counted it as 2 different.
Yeah, so it's like for all that money you're spending, you're not really getting that many rides.
Can you play Quidditch?
No.
That's
And then
They need to figure that
and
out.
then didn't your son go to the new Super Mario World recently?
no.
Or is he
That
going?
was the older one.
Ain't that
Ashton, isn't he going to Super Mario World?
that's in
Hollywood.
No.
No? No what? Help me out. Speak words.
No, he's not. No,
I thought you said he was going.
Ashley said it was going.
not that I know of.
Ashley said he was
said
going.
that?
Yeah. That his Gigi was taking him. You said that earlier when we were talking.
For real?
Yeah. What the fuck, Sean?
Wow.
What is in that weed
This
turtle?
is your brain on drugs.
But yeah.
No, I said Universal. Like that Universal would just that not.
But I thought he was going to Super Mario World. Whatever.
If
but
he's
yeah.
going to Super Mario World, I'm fucking going.
Well, going to Super Mario World, there's one ride. One. They have a Mario Kart ride.
Oh, that's all I need. Mario
Not
Kart?
for the money you're going to pay to go.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. This is our weekly bitch.
Grayson.
Fuck up. He's going to come run and beat on the door.
He came running too.
I know.
Yep.
And now he's
Oh
crying.
my
Thanks,
God.
Sean.
Way to go, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
Greatest Godfather ever.
I saw him and I had to say his name.
I'm sorry, buddy. We'll be out soon. Oh, that was my. Oh, I thought that was my mom yanking him away. Come on. All right. He's sleepy. Sorry, guys. This is just a.
It's a very messy episode.
All right. So, one of y'all brought up The Last of Us. First of all, fantastic. Still,
Absolutely.
they still have not missed, bro.
Man.
At all.
And I've now heard a few people, my mom and dad being one of them. I've like bitched both of them out. Sean, you said your old lady's not watching it.
Yeah.
Quite a few people I've heard are like just not watching the show.
Why?
And y'all are just, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Fucking up.
It's very rare that a show comes on TV and in its genre, I won't say of all time, but like in the genre that it's in, it's quite literally perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
There hasn't been a bad episode yet.
Yeah.
Stop me when I'm lying. But I don't
You watched
understand.
it?
You caught up?
Yep.
How you like the bloater?
I thought it was pretty dope.
What?
That episode was fucking hard.
What?
That fucking episode was
What?
hard.
That fucking meme had me
man.
dying earlier.
Which one?
Wait, Grogu. What?
That shit was funny.
Them driving somewhere and she's
That shit's about to drop too.
Ellie's holding up the map. Yeah, look, this is the way. What?
How do you know?
But one of y'all brought up a statistic earlier
Yep.
that it's apparently
Surpassed House of the Dragons as far as viewership.
HBO killing it.
I'm gonna hand it off to hold on, because I know sometimes you do that
Prematurely?
prematurely.
That's what she said.
Do you agree? Do we give it to him one time for that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Worth it?
Yeah. Game of Thrones is
Earned?
a powerhouse franchise.
Earned?
What do you mean?
Do you believe that The Last of Us could be a better series than House of the Dragon?
With the way that Game of Thrones ended, yes. Because we know how Last of Us ends, technically.
True.
Game of Thrones, we didn't have a definitive end.
That's true.
So they just made up one, and we were pissed about it.
But do you think franchise to franchise? They're showing. Okay, here we go. Put the
feel
camera
like-
on them.
I feel like House of Dragon is going to be better. Honestly. Because The Last of Us 2,
I'll punch you in your.
honestly.
Honestly,
Honestly.
I'll punch you in your shit.
Honestly.
Before Sean says some bullshit, put the camera on me. Before Sean says some bullshit, The Last of Us Part 2, the video game, was as good, if not better, than the first one.
Is it because she was gay?
Is it because she's gay, bro?
No, that has nothing to fucking do with it.
What's it got to
They
do
go
with
rock,
it?
paper,
What's it got to do? What's it got to do with it?
Was it because her
gotta
muscles
do
were
it.
bigger than yours?
I
What's it got to
feel
do
like
with thing got to
has
do with it?
nothing to do with
You hate gay people. Sean hates gay people. That's the name of the episode.
Bill and Frank. Anyway,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sean. Speak
I
your
just-
bullshit, even if it's wrong.
no,
Like, you have an opinion, but it's stupid.
Yeah. That's Scott's life.
you really agree that Last of Us Part 2 is
Is
better?
as good,
No.
if not better, than the part one.
No.
Easily. Because
There's
Ellie,
no fucking
Ellie's,
way, bro.
Ellie's,
Ellie becomes a psychotic bitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Ellie becomes exactly what she needs to become. You learn so much along the way. You have first of all, we'll start at the bare minimum. Gameplay, better.
I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah. And then from
I'm just
there,
talking about like story
cinematics.
Right, we talk about story.
No, I'm saying we can start from the basics.
We can start with but we talking about the TV series, so none of that applies to a TV series.
Okay, correct. So start at the basics. Gameplay's better.
Yeah.
Handling's better.
All right, everybody.
Graphics are better.
Sky Talk's irrelevant.
So there's that. And then dealing with this hangover. But then from there, you got the story, which you see Ellie come into herself.
Right.
From part one, you have Ellie who comes into the relax, Sean. Put your fucking calm down. He's biting his fucking hands right now. So from part one, you see Ellie become this she's a kid. She is literally like that's another thing that I think people are missing when they look at The Last of Us is aside from all the other arcs, the other arc that is vastly misrepresented or not looked at nearly enough is Ellie losing her innocence. Like you literally see her go from this kid.
That bitch ain't innocent.
She starts off that way.
Yeah.
When she first starts, she's a kid. She's jumping around. But you saw it.
She's jumping around.
Stabbing people. Yeah. But like with Sam and Henry, you see it with her when he shoots himself after he kills. Like you see it in her face,
right?
Especially after they bury them.
Yeah.
When she stands up and she's like, "Which way's west?" That way. All right. And like you coming?
Right.
Ellie from episode 1 would have been on the ground sobbing.
Right.
But like slowly she starts to lose it. And then once you get to part 2,
right.
She's now a completely different, like she's grown, she's got a girlfriend.
She's cold.
But she's cold, psychotic. Like the only thing that's left inside of her is the little bit that she has left, which is Joel and the girlfriend that she has and the few friends that she has. Like that's all she gives a fuck about in the entire world because she grew up in this.
Yeah.
And you slowly see that start to come out of her as like the game progresses. And I feel like the revenge plot, the love plot, the only thing about part 2 that I'll say that I didn't like was trying to get me to feel sympathy for XYZ. Anybody who's played the game knows exactly we're not going to bring spoilers.
That's exactly what the fuck.
That's the only gripe that I will give the game is you're not going to make me feel bad for this bitch. There's nothing about her that makes me feel bad. But like, dog, the game was a fucking masterpiece. Part 2 was amazing.
So to go back to Scott's earlier discussions on the show, I don't think they're gonna finish game 1 in season 1. Like I said,
You don't think so?
I don't feel like it.
Where else would they end it?
How many episodes?
I'm about to say it. Yeah, we're on episode.
No,
7.
actually, it's
7.
It's 9, I think.
Sure.
It's 8 or 9 or something.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
If it's 8 or 9, then Turtle might be on the side.
I don't see him reaching the climax of the fucking the first game.
They are burning through shit very quickly.
Yeah,
they are. But I
mean, they spent a whole episode on a character that didn't really have a storyline
in the game. Exactly. That's what my thoughts are. The reason why
I feel like that's a filler. Almost not a. Well, yeah.
I feel like they're going to leave us on a cliffhanger and finish the game. Finish
Absolutely.
game 1 in season 2.
If you leave them on a cliffhanger, you're more likely to get season 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, part 1 technically kind of ends in a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It does.
Kind of.
It does.
Eh.
I wonder where they'll.
Motherfucker lied.
You lied. Ended it all on a lie. On a fucking lie, bro. But, yeah, because I mean, honestly, if you only do 2 seasons, and they've pretty much let it be known that next episode is going to be the
Riley
Left Behind.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're kind of running out of time.
What's the next episode? 6 or 7?
7.
So they got
maybe 2 more episodes after that.
Yeah.
See,
It's more funny because once this drops, people will have already seen the episode.
Facts.
What do y'all? Well, never mind.
If
I was gonna say, what do y'all think is gonna happen? But
well, I know what happens in Left Behind.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm also very curious to see the reaction to Left Behind.
Yes.
Because this is where you find out
Yeah.
that Ellie
Sucks dick. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, she actually doesn't. Quite the opposite.
She licks the clit.
oh wait, because it's
She's
the
a bean
mall.
flicker.
The what?
It's the mall scene.
Yes, it's a flashback.
I forgot about the
She's a
the preview.
wicked DJ.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's been pretty. It's funny to me
Has
that
it?
people get shocked. Yeah, she said it.
Did she?
She's made a comment, which On that note, playing Harry Potter, when we talked about the trans person.
Shout out to Serona.
Yes.
I only remember that because it's a
recently-
woman with the name with the word "sir" in her
I
name.
recently
Corona.
got to a part where like I talk to her more, and it is very. She does pretty much come out and say that she's trans.
Oh, does she?
Yeah. So before I was like, that's weird. Like, why would people even recognize that? But then she literally
it was
says
kinda
like,
clear.
yeah, people who I went to school with will pretend that they don't. Well, they take too long to realize who I am. But people now like appreciate me for being a witch and not a wizard.
Yeah, okay.
And I was like,
so they basically
oh.
just confirm it.
So they do come out and actually say it.
Yeah,
At first, I was just like, maybe she just looks like a dude, and people are losing their minds.
Maybe she just looks like a dude, sounds like a dude, but got long hair.
Well, yeah, she
And
actually
where's
comes
the
out
skirt?
saying.
But what were you about to say, Turt? Serona. Sean, were you about to say something?
Nah.
What
Nothing.
You sounded like you were about to go in on part 2. Did you not think part 2 was good?
I like.
Is it
part
just
2.
because you had to play in the other person's thing stuff?
Yes.
That's it?
I mean, we didn't like that part either,
I
but
fucking hated it because I'm so invested to Ellie's story.
Yeah.
That when it made me switch to another fucking person's perspective,
That you don't care about.
I don't give a fuck about you.
Scott was saying the same thing when
I
he
don't
played.
give a fuck about you.
Yeah, like
I was
there's literally
I
a
literally
mission.
paused.
There's literally a mission where like the quest description is kill Ellie, and I'm like, I put the fucking
paused.
controller down. I'm like, no.
Not doing that.
No,
Fuck that.
as soon as that switch happened, I paused the fuck. I don't want to play this shit. Like literally, I was like, all right.
That's the
fuck
only
it.
gripe I have with the game, but I think overall everything else like
Yeah,
makes
gameplay-
it a 10 out of 10, bro.
Yeah, it's great.
Story, everything was great.
Story.
Man. You wildin'. You falling into the conservatives.
I think they need. Do you think they need another one?
Another one?
Part 3?
I'm in the same boat as the director. The director came out and said, if we have a story that we think is good enough, yes.
Yeah.
If not, no. Because they even said the same thing about 1. They said the same thing about 1. They were like, we don't have plans for a second one. If a good story comes in and we think it's worthy of another game, we'll do it. If not, because too many times it happens.
But with part 1,
too many times it happens.
But with part 1, when it ended like that, you can't just end it like that. Like you have to continue the goddamn story. And with part 2, it kind of like did the same fucking thing.
Well, because part 1, they could have ended it like that because it's like, oh, he ended it with a lie.
Yeah.
Now they go the rest of their lives living together in the town that they came from, and Ellie's never the wiser. And then they were like, all right, well, we got a better story. All right, part 2 comes out. You know what I mean? So now it's like, all right, so now Ellie lost everything. Like, in the pursuit of revenge, she ended up fucking up what she had as a certainty for what could be over bullshit. Okay, so now she's got to live the rest of her life with that regret.
No.
Or they come out with part 3. Well,
I do feel like going back to the HBO series, I do feel
We're going to
like,
get back to y'all in a second. Right now, this is just us. Turtle falling asleep.
I do feel like the second season, though, if it's anything like the Last of Us Part 2, yeah, I think it's going to be great. Yeah, even better than the first.
Even if they follow the first storyline? Or even if
Yeah.
they follow the storyline from the game, you think the show will be great?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You think so?
Yes.
Did you play the second one?
Yes.
When?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
about to say you're not even contributing to the conversation.
That's how you know he didn't play that shit.
Look, I was a sideliner and I contribute to the conversation.
Damn. She's saying you ain't a real host.
I don't think those words.
Say you don't give a fuck, sir.
Say you give a fuck about the last one.
So I don't give a I don't give a fuck.
All right. So, Turtle, you were talking about the real New Orleans accent that I couldn't tell if it pissed you off or you enjoyed it.
No, I enjoyed it. It made me feel good inside.
Take the reins, sir.
I'm tired of everybody thinking that we sound like we from down in the bayou dish, yeah?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
my
Down there
Lord.
from Bon Ton, Louisiana.
Bon Ton, Louisiana.
Made up ass city.
No, what I do love that I actually had a customer or guest, whatever you want to call them, tell me one time they were just like, that's crazy. They were like, I used to watch a lot of X-Men when I was a kid, and they were like, I always thought the way Gambit talked, I'd come down here and everybody call me Shy. Yeah, they're Shy.
Yeah, monsieur.
That's a spicy meatball, Shy. I tooted. Anyway. Moving on. So what was that?
God damn it. Yeah, nah, it was this comedian, I think his name's Sean Patton from down here. He was on Jimmy Kimmel live, and basically just they was talking about the New Orleans accent, and he just gave a fucking great breakdown of it. I ain't never heard somebody break it down like this, especially on live television.
Yeah.
The world fucking know. He said, everybody, I gave you the whole spiel with the, the Cajun accent. He was like, when it really just sounds like a New York accent. He was like, it's like a New York. He's like a guy from Brooklyn on Vicodin.
Yeah.
And that's probably the best way I've ever heard a real New Orleans accent described. Because like the white side of it, you're definitely gonna hear more of a
it can
drawl.
get Brooklyn.
Yeah, it can get very Italian, if you will. But on the black side, it's that, but a lot more quick. It's fast. So to hear him describe it, it was just on money, and I just thought that was fucking. I can play the clip. You want to play the clip?
Play a clip of the clip.
I'll play a clip of the clip.
I really feel like it's a New York accent, but
because we had an influx
people
of
in the
people from New York
South
down here.
Have
I'm just saying words.
what is the word? Southern
I gotta pee. Hold on.
hospitality.
What do you mean?
So I feel like it's like a New Orleans sound, but it's so people will talk aggressive, but they mean it. Most of the time, it's in a more. I don't want to say nice. That's not the proper word, but it's more. It's hospitality.
Yeah, I was about to say Southern hospitality.
Yeah. So it's like New York with niceness attached.
right.
I always tell Ashley, you got a Boston accent.
That's the West Bank.
Yeah.
The West Bank got more of a Boston type of draw to their shit.
Should be saying
You hear motherfuckers all the time. What's the one I fucking used to get on Jeremy's ex about all the time? I need a glass of water. Water. I need a glass of water. The fuck is water, bitch?
I apparently say two's weird.
Two?
Scott gets on me. He's like, you are not going to teach our son how to say two weird. Because I say like two,
like
two,
a Baltimore?
yes.
Like Baltimore? Two,
yes.
do, few, music.
And it'll happen randomly. I'll just be counting and be like, two? He's like, what is two? Two?
I'm about to say, I went up to Oklahoma with visit my cousins, and apparently the way we say fingers is weird.
Fingers?
They say fangers.
Yeah,
Fangers.
Fangers.
It's an
Like
I.
fingers out there in Oklahoma.
There's an I in it.
No, it's fingers. Fingers.
Fangers.
Let's say fangers.
Fingers?
Y'all way too fucking nuts.
God damn, what the fuck is
But
this
a fang is
It's
a
like,
two.
y'all sure y'all my family?
Fangers.
It's always thrown me off how motherfuckers from the Midwest got that country ass accent. Like out there in Montana, all that. It's a bunch of cowboy ass motherfuckers. I'm like, well, ain't this some shit? I thought y'all, I don't know. I didn't expect the yeehaw accent from the Midwest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what, though. That's like the West Bank, but they got, instead of fucking convenience stores, fucking weed. Just weed.
Dispensaries everywhere in that bitch.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just so happy.
There's a bar and a weed dispensary right next to each other.
There it is. I found it.
Love it.
Let's see. Playing the fucking clip now. God damn it. Finally found the motherfucker. Oh, come on. Don't do me this. Trash. Trash ass. Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Trash.
Which is interesting because it's literally AT&T fiber.
The thing you're thinking about.
Oh,
I'm trying. I'm
yelling
trying,
at
guys.
me.
I'm trying. Come on, damn it.
You got
Most
5G?
people think about when it comes to a New Orleans accent.
See? Trash
turn
ass.
off your Wi-Fi. Where's your network at?
You got 5G?
I don't know. It was still tripping when I was off the Wi-Fi. That's why I was trying to. Okay. There we go.
I made the baby cry.
I heard.
Good job.
That's your usual job.
He was
I've been trying to get this clip to play since you left.
he was
Your house is a fucking bomb.
he still hasn't gone to sleep. So I walked in and I was just like, buddy, you need to go to bed. Boop, boop. And I booped him on the nose and he went.
The thing you're thinking about, that most people think about when it comes to New Orleans accent, that like, oh, the other day I got pulled over by the sheriff and he was in a boat. I said, Sheriff, how you got that boat on land? He said, I ain't on land, boy. You got your damn truck in the bayou again. Like that.
I'm gonna throw beads at you.
A true New Orleans accent sounds far more like a New York accent.
Really?
Like if you took that New York guy, who's like, hey, move it. What are you doing? Get out of my way. Where you going? What do you want? Take that guy and give him a few Valium. And once those Valium take effect, now you got like a legit New Orleans accent. Just sort of like, where you going? That's crazy. I'll come. What you do? Like a true New Orleans accent sounds far more like just like a sedated firefighter from Brooklyn. Oh, they got a fire over there? Oh, that's crazy, dude. Oh, I got to fight it? Yeah, that's all right.
That's a New Orleans accent, motherfuckers. Goddamn it.
It's all of it, dog. It's all of it. It's like the post came around again where it's like it's called pop, not soda. It's called pop, not soda. I'm like, yo, that's a cold drink.
That's a cold drink.
That's a cold drink, bro.
I've never said any of those.
What?
I've never said pop. I've never said soda. I will literally call it by its name. Can I get a Coke? Can I have a Barks? Can I have a Dr. Pepper? Wow. Can I have
that's why when people from out of town look at you like you don't sound like you're from New Orleans.
How are they gonna know what I want if I don't say its name?
Mm-mm.
I don't like Coke. I don't want Coke. I want a Sprite.
No, you say, hey, I want a cold drink. What kind?
Right. When they ask you what kind, you tell them what kind.
You go to McDonald's. Do they ever make your drink for you? No, you got to go to the fountain. So you're like, hey, let me get a number 3 with a cold drink.
No,
right.
I literally say, can I get a number 3 with a Sprite? And then they hand me.
They hand you a cup, and then you walk over there.
Like, go get your own Sprite, bitch.
Yes. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but you know, there's a part of the world where where Coke was invented.
Yeah.
That they call everything a Coke. They be like, can I get a Coke? And they be like, what kind? Sprite?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
It's pop.
Nope.
You go somewhere like when I was in Cleveland, that's how it was. It was like, go get a pop. And I was like, no, I don't know what that means.
I will not.
A sody pop.
A sody pop.
Sody pop.
But yeah, I mean, so all right. While we're on this, and we were talking about Mardi Gras earlier, is there anything about New Orleans culture that bothers y'all? That could go away.
The car robberies.
For me, it's bounce music. I don't need it. Wow. I don't need it. I don't need it. Take it down, 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 take it down.
But it gets you going. Like it's like, you know?
Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Break it down, break it down, break it down.
Bounce music gets the asses.
I can't do it.
I got that shit in my system. Somebody gonna be my
all right, never mind. All right, you're right.
I got that shit in my system. Hey. And the all-time classic, get it ready, get it ready, get it ready.
Check this out. Come on.
Come on.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When that one comes on, I do be getting aggravated. When that one comes on.
I get aggravated when I forget what the different things are.
Monkey on a stick.
That's why I get aggravated. So, okay, boom. That's what pisses me off about New Orleans culture. Motherfuckers who insist on dancing and get it ready and don't know the motherfucking dance. Like, bitch, stop making up shit on the fly. Like, what is... The motherfuckers that do the tampon instead of the 10-wad.
Oh my God.
Boy, I seen a white woman do that for the first time ever in my life, and I wanted to peel off on that bitch. We was in the middle of
Wait.
Bitch,
Wait, what is the tampon? Yeah, no, he says tent-wad. What?
I've seen that more than... What is the 10-wad?
You never heard of tent-wad?
Yeah.
No. I've seen the tampon all the time.
What?
Wow. See, white women.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You ain't down with the culture.
Clearly.
If Vitamin Q was in here, he'd punch you your shit.
Whatever.
While doing the 10-wad.
I've never seen anyone do that.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing to me that ever came, like the weirdest.
Haven't been into enough black parties.
The weirdest thing to me that ever came out of New Orleans is the Suicide Boys.
Huh?
Wait, the weirdest thing.
The weirdest thing to me to ever come out of New Orleans is the Suicide Boys.
Not what's his name?
Who?
The that thinks he's more popular.
Yeah,
than
no, because nobody cares.
Right. No,
He never came out of New Orleans.
Okay,
He's still
very in the West Bank.
He didn't even get to New Orleans. He's still on the West Bank.
Right.
Okay,
Bitch, we got listeners in fucking France. You heard me?
All right. I retract my statement.
Last week we got 5 listeners from Omaha. Bitch, fuck you. Shout out TikTok, y'all the shit. But anyway, I don't know. The Suicide Boys was always weird to me because they're so horrorcore rap. We don't really have much of that down here. But like the way that I listened to that new song.
Technically, they got their start in Tampa.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no, because they always said like that since like any interview I've ever heard them in, they've always said like they had to leave New Orleans to become famous.
Yeah.
Which I get. We don't support as much as we should down here.
Not at all.
But for them to be like literally in interviews, like, yeah, where y'all from? Oh, we from a place called Marrero. It's the West Bank of New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's so weird that like that's the music that y'all make, and that's what. And they got hundreds of millions of views.
Right.
You know what I mean? Are you a Suicide Boys fan?
Could not name a song.
I still got my motherfucking wrist slit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of like creepy rap.
No, I'm cool.
You know what I mean? Snort a lot of coke, put it in your throat, then I do the show, and I got to vote. That's how that boy Scrumby sounded, though. Papa another pill, I'm too fucked up to look at you.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like just because I'm past that age frame. That like,
I don't know how there's people
don't
that
want
Movie motherfucker got to go.
I don't know how there's people that are like our age that are like that deep into like their music.
Yeah.
Like I understand that people like the people that are like into metal and shit, that was probably an easy transition for them. Was the whole, you know what I'm saying, horrorcore rap.
Yeah.
That was probably easy for them to be like, oh yeah, we fuck with
Would you do a song with them?
But like there's actually like rap heads that's like our age that's like, yeah, bro, I'd fucking die for the Suicide Boys.
That's
like,
wild. That's wild.
he was just listening to Kendrick last week. That's a hell of a dynamic. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong because there's a few of their songs where I'm like,
there's a
this
few.
shit's hard.
There's a few.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's not too many of them to where I'm like,
And
I
that-
will be.
Yeah, no,
fucking
no.
worship these motherfuckers. No.
There is no part of like, and please hear me when I say like, none of that just meant like I'm hating.
Right.
Like I actually think like they're dope in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, would I put them up there with Kendrick? No.
Right.
But like, if I'm ever riding in the car and I'm like, I just want to stab somebody, then I'll throw on some Suicide Boy.
Right.
I'll listen to one song and then I'm back to like, they're not something that I listen to, but that's not to say that they don't still have hundreds of millions of listens. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, obviously, in their corner of rap, they're exactly where they need to be.
Yeah, they dope.
Right.
But it's just wild to me that, like, if you look back and you're like, oh, so what musical artists came out of New Orleans? You're like, oh, fuck, Louis Armstrong, Lil Wayne, Suicide Boys, fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what? Wait, hold on.
Louis?
Not Louis.
Not Louis.
Not Louis.
Fast Domino, you know what I mean? Like the classics.
I love Fast.
Oh, shit. Y'all got anything else?
Shit.
You know how hard it is to get Adderall?
No,
The fuck?
God.
First of all, have you?
He just wanted a topic. You know
Well, babe, have you ever heard a Suicide Boy song, or do you know who they are?
I know who they are, but only because someone said, yeah, it's his band that said that they would commit suicide if they didn't make it. And that's all I know about them.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Ruby worked in like a restaurant, so you might have worked with him at some point.
I mean, the restaurant I worked at didn't hire people that had tattoos.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't at all.
Not that one. You're talking about Scrim.
Yeah,
Ruby
Scrim has
doesn't.
all the face tattoos and shit.
They look the same to me.
No, they don't.
They look
Well,
completely-
oh wait, I know who I'm thinking about. Hold on, let me look up.
Is it a black group?
It's
That's
racist.
No, it's the ones. It's a Island Boys.
Oh no.
Island boy.
I don't know where they from, but they can stay there.
To make it. Island boy.
Did you see them on Impulsive?
I don't give a
Talk about
Did you see them on Impulsive? On Logan Paul?
Oh, yeah, they fucking
Diamond
like.
They got up and
walked
left?
out. Yeah.
No, when they got up and
They got
left?
so fucking pissed off. Yeah, that shit was
Shout
great.
out, George.
Shit was great.
Oh,
They
shit.
both have tattoos on their face. Yes, he has them on his
Oh,
forehead.
that's new. He's like, I've never seen that on him.
Okay.
Whatever.
Let me see.
But anyway. So,
Yeah, that's
Mr. TRTL.
What?
You can find me.
It's that time? You can
Well, no,
find me.
wait. I'm sorry. I've been fucking up the past couple of weeks.
They look like they had a really harsh life.
They're from the West Bank. What you expect?
They both rich as shit.
As always, thank you for your support. If you enjoyed the show, please rate us on iTunes and Spotify, or check us out on IG, Facebook, and YouTube at The Hangover Podcast.
And TikTok.
And on TikTok. Shout out to everybody. Hey, hit it for one time. Everybody's been supporting us from TikTok. Yo, that's so dope. Like, I never expected I'd ever be posting TikToks and, like, all of them be making over just 100. Like, making over 100 likes. Like, that's dope as fuck. So, shout out to y'all for that. But, Mr. TRTL, you can find me on IG.
At TRTL.
We're going to get you a signed Nelly
__. You heard me? At Twitter, at Too Ready to Lose. Make sure you're doing your tools right. All other social medias, TRTL. Don't forget to go cop the motherfucking singles. Feels good. They don't know. Out now. All streaming platforms. Go check out the YouTube video. Yiddy.
TRTL.
Yeah.
Hot shit. I'm going down now, baby. On street in a Range Rover. Street sweeper, baby. Cop ready to let it go.
Sounds like a fucking Kumbaya song.
Listen to it now. Light it up and
Take a puff, pass it to me now. Mr. Sean.
Down, baby.
What?
Go street in a Range. Oh, sorry. You got any socials you want to give out? Anything you want to plug?
No.
Anything?
Nah, his old lady don't want nobody following him.
Fuck about nothing.
You going home and watching Django tonight, right?
How hard it is to fight Adderall.
I thought you were about to be
Oh
like-
my God.
you're like,
Wait.
Bitch, you
Side
know it's
story.
hard. Uh-oh. Go ahead.
How about Django? Well, it's okay.
Django?
You can finish on.
No, he said he ain't got nothing. Go
You ain't
ahead,
know
baby.
you ain't know what a nigga on the nag was? Damn shame.
So I'm going on a work trip soon.
Black
This is
Panther
my first work trip back into like the work traveling thing. And we're going to New
I'm going to
Jersey.
be left alone with the baby.
Jersey.
We're going to Jersey. We're going to Philly, outside of Philly.
Jersey.
And I was looking at things to do around that area, and one of them was horseback riding. So
Hey, don't do this.
I was sending my coworkers
They don't do this.
the thing. I'm like, oh hey, y'all, we can totally go horseback riding.
Ian rubbing his hands together right now.
And for y'all who don't know, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it, but my main boss is black. And he's not coming on the trip. But my other coworkers agreed that they would go horseback riding.
Yeah. I'm with you. Don't worry.
I was telling Kermit, I was like, he was still deciding if he should go. And I was like, look, I'm getting everyone else to go horseback riding. And he's like, oh, that'd be cool. I was like, look, I don't want to make a Django reference, but he starts dying laughing. And I'm like, okay, good. I'm glad we're in this place. And then I just walked out. So hopefully he comes on the trip.
Man.
I'm like, you've seen Django, right? And he's like, oh, yes, absolutely. I was like, okay, just making sure the joke didn't like fly over your head or anything.
Ooh, all right.
But
Check.
fantastic. Anyway, my Instagram is NIKKI.
You better get some mad.
_NP.
Better get mad hate
Hey,
comments.
I didn't say shit, okay? And my boss loves me. I'm a hard fucking worker. Fuck off.
Check out Turtle's new singles and check out me on American Idol and on the local news coming near you. We love Mardi Gras. We don't want it to change except for the shootings and the carjackings. If y'all could just get that shit together, you dumb sons of bitches.
Please.
Also, they have a man out there. His name is Ruben Israel. I don't know if you've ever heard of this man. What's wrong? What's funny? No, I don't know if you ever heard of this man, but he's a pussy. He's a huge bitch. And like I hate everything about him. He's one of those guys. He's the guy that goes on fucking Bourbon Street and like screams like the God hates F words to everybody. Yeah, I recently saw him on Facebook and I just wanted him to know that he's a huge pussy. I'm gonna make this a clip and like try to tag him in it so that everybody can see it. So like if you're watching this on Facebook, you can like keep scrolling because this is literally just for him. You're pussy. And I'm very proud, more so. Yeah, put the camera back on me. I'm more proud.
It's on you, Scott.
I know, I'm getting there. But I'm more proud, more so, because I noticed that like you keep coming to New Orleans, and it's crazy because I'm glad that you're able to slink in and sleek out without people beating the shit out of you. I don't know how you've pulled it off yet, But I promise you, yeah, you and your little bodyguards, because I know you're not brave enough to ever do anything on your own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he think he got the body of Christ on him. Meanwhile, he look like a
and I'm pretty sure he hires cops to be on him.
Yeah, because he's pussy, and all he knows how to do
Talk
is
your
just
shit.
all he knows how to do is just scream shit in people's face that are defenseless.
Ruin their vibe.
Ruin their vibes. Just out here, just fucking up the whole vibe of Mardi Gras and like everything else. But everybody already knows that he's pussy, and he'll never do anything on his own. He's got to have his little squad with him.
Probably also secretly gay.
Probably the one that takes one. And not even just like he's not even a good top. Like Vitamin Q would fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Q already said he's a bitter bottom. But I promise you, Ruben's the one that bends over for anybody. And I'm saying all of that to say you're not going to do anything about it. So I just wanted to put that out there. With all the hate that you spread all over social media, I could add a little bit to yours too. You know what I mean? Because I also know you're too scared to actually do anything.
Pussy.
Moving on. Speaking of which, The Last of Us is dope, but House of Dragons may be doper. We don't know yet. We're waiting on season 2.
I think it'd be doper.
We're waiting on season 2. We're going to find out.
I think it'd be doper.
But thank y'all for everything. Appreciate all the support, especially the new listeners that we've gotten recently from TikTok, obviously, and everything else. But thank y'all for your support.
What?
Oh. You don't like them white people? Is that what you said?
I didn't say that. I said niggas.
So stop. So stop supporting Turtles TikTok, obviously. But
I only have white fans. Don't do this to me.
But also remember to go to www.hangoverpod.com. Leave us a voicemail like Dustin Spencer did at the top of the show. What you said, babe? www.hangoverpod.com. You can buy some merch. And you can do whatever the fuck else you want. And fuck a Ruben Israel. This is the Hangover Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Just woke up, couple bodies from the club dealing with this.